Football is back, ladies and gentlemen, which now means it's time to get your team's football shirt. But I'm not trying to pay £120 for a football shirt. I'm just saying. But I have found the solution for myself and for you, the lovely audience of the Don Husam channel, with your own coupon promo code. And this is the solution, ladies and gentlemen. All you've got to do is just go to okjersey.com. As you guys can see, all the options are there. Of course, I'm a Liverpool fan, you guys already know. And then this is the shirt. Look how amazing it looks. I'm just gonna go pick my size, and then after that I'm gonna choose the Premier League patch. And listen, I'm too old to be putting any player names on the back, so I'm just gonna get it as it is. I'm gonna click add to cart, view cart, and this is the same thing that you guys do on any website. You proceed to checkout, you fill in all your information, and then after that, coupon code Husam. When you click this coupon code, you get a 8% discount. Enjoy shopping, guys. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. It's your Friday night stream. It's the Liverpool crisis meeting / panel show. You get me? So big up to all of you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. We are closing in on 67.3k subscribers, and we can only get there with you guys' help. Thanks to everyone who joined us on the World Cup draw watch along earlier. That was actually a lot of fun, and I had fun doing it. So yeah, big up to all of you, man. I look forward to the show. I look forward to the stream. Big up to everyone locked in. Make sure guys are checking out OK Jersey. Use code Husam15 for 15% off. I hooked you guys up with an extra 7% discount to get me. I got myself training kits and stuff. Go buy your own stuff. Why are you laughing, Rax?
Because Tyler Jones is already saying, I want to know if Rak is flat out yet.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that now.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to it. As a matter of fact, let's make this the first question of the show. So like I said, like the video, subscribe. Big up to K-Mac. I think he raided us earlier. K-Mac is on the show tomorrow. I am pre-planning a crisis meeting already. And if anyone on the show is free tomorrow at 11, you're welcome to join me. You get me? I'll add anyone that wants, because the crisis meeting. So I'll ask you guys after the show. Anyway.
Right? What happens if it's draw? Then we
if
still
we
have
win or draw, we're still gonna run the show anyway.
Fairs.
Yeah, regardless. See, not that guy. Anyway, Arne slot. Rax, are you slot out? Simple. Tyler Jones question. Let's start with it.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Not quite yet. Not quite yet. I'm still sitting on the fence.
What happened, Rax? What changed your
mind? I regret to inform you, many of you, but that's where I stand at the moment. But tomorrow could as Jerry mentioned the other day when he sent me a message, and I didn't ignore it. I missed it. He asked me what my deadline was, and I think was it last week? I said if we lost at West Ham, I think that would be my deadline. And I think if we would have beat Sunderland, then there wouldn't necessarily have been a deadline tomorrow. But we drew to Sunderland, and therefore I'm at the precipice, shall we say?
I'm at the precipice. You're very dramatic, Rax. Have you noticed this? You're very dramatic.
You're not the first person to have said that. But it takes one to know one as well, Husam.
I wouldn't say I'm dramatic. I'm very calm and collected. So watching that Sunderland game, it didn't make you give up on this whole situation?
So second half, first half I thought was pretty shit. Second half, I could see we were trying. The problem was we didn't create much. And that's obviously a big problem, especially, against a team. But Sunderland have had a good season. They've obviously recruited well. But really, a team of our stature, with how we've recruited and where we are, we should be beating them at home. And we didn't really even create enough chances, which is disappointing. But I saw people, a lot of people are using the whole style of play argument, and I think I do hear that to some extent. But I think there was a style of play that we saw in the second half, but unfortunately we just weren't able to execute. And even though we didn't create the chances, there were patterns of play that I could see. We lost out to a goal on the counter-attack. But look, I can't sit here and say that we deserved more than a draw, because I don't think that's the case.
Guys, it's not any of you guys' first time here. You can speak whenever you want. You want me to go Go ahead.
I'm just taking in what Rak's thoughts, and I thought, just make a decision, bro. Honestly, I swear to God, like, what are we doing? We're not doing no master splinter settings, bro. Like, if you want
but everybody doesn't make a decision until the point when they're ready to make a decision. So we're all on the same page. The question is when you want to make that decision. Husam made that decision 2 weeks ago. Some people made that decision 5 weeks ago. I may make that decision tomorrow. So it's a question of timing more than anything.
But it's from the Sunderland game, right? I disagree with a little bit what you said. I think the second half, arguably, in my opinion, it was a lot worse than the first half.
A lot worse.
I think it was worse because the fact that Sunderland were happy to sit in and we weren't able to break them down, that's what really annoyed me. And the decisions that the manager made, like, look, Florian Wirtz was our most creative outlet against West Ham, and arguably in the first half. He was the guy that was trying to make things happen in that middle of the park. Why, in God's name, did you put him on the left? Why? You just negated everything that he did. You just basically took our best creative outlet and just slapped him over to the wide areas, and he won't see any of the game. And then when he did come back into the middle and put Ekitike out wide, then we saw that things were happening, and then he ended up creating something that led to a goal. Like, stuff like that is what really annoys me. And the origins of that, where I saw on the group chat, yo, Gakpo's come off. I was like, yo, who actually does the unthinkable and brought on Rio? Did he actually do it? But lo and behold, we put Wirtz on the left, and we moved Szoboszlai from right wing to Cam, and we moved Salah to the right. And then it just undoes. It doesn't make any sense. Like, the guy is trying to now he's starting to make decisions that doesn't corroborate with my brain. It don't, and it looks as though he's out of his depth at the moment. He's chopping and changing. He's reverting his original decisions to other new ways of playing. It just, none of it's making sense. The style of play is like we said in the previous couple of months, is non-existent. It's like he sabotaged, and then he realized that he sabotaged himself, and then has to rectify it. That's where I'm like, yeah, the manager for me.
It's kind of been the story of this season, though. Slot correcting his own mistakes.
Exactly. Okay. And that's what I'm saying.
It happens so many times this season, by the way. Like, this whole correcting your own mistakes thing. It's almost every game at this point.
But the difference, because last season, arguably people would say he did that last season, yeah? But this season, the mistakes are piling up and piling and piling and piling and piling.
It wasn't this bad last year. It wasn't.
Exactly. And you can't run away from your mistakes. You can't.
Just because you weren't 1-0 up at halftime doesn't mean that you weren't good.
But that's how I see it, man.
Yeah, Arne Slut needs to leave, man. It's as simple as that. Yeah, his time's up. His time's up. I am so depressed as a Liverpool fan right now. I don't even want to make content. That's how depressed I am, man. I can't watch this football team anymore. I don't want to hear him speak. I don't want to see his face. I'm done, man. He's made this team boring. We've lost all our identity in 12 months as a football club. We've got no identity no more. We've got no style of play. We've got no tactical vision, no system, no excitement going forward. He's made Anfield now one of the most easy stadiums to go in England to get points.
A whole house.
Yeah. So, like what have we got to look forward to as Liverpool fans? Like, really? Like, what have we got to look forward to? You know, there's nothing on the horizon. He threw the League Cup. Do you know what annoys me? Yeah, he threw the League Cup away on purpose because he saw that we needed to go for the league and concentrate on Champions League and Premier League. Since then, he's almost thrown them two competitions away at the same time. So what was the point of throwing the League Cup away? No, it annoys me, man. I remember everyone having to go at me, like, saying, like, Jay, you can't speak like that. He's got a plan. You know, the league, it's just the League Cup and all that. he's got a plan going forward. And it's like, what's the plan? Because we're out of everything now. We're not winning the league this year. Can't win the League Cup because we're out of that now. Are we really going to beat Marseille and Inter Milan away from home to keep our Champions League title chances alive? Probably not. What? Like, seriously, guys, I'm being honest here. What have we got to look forward to? And then we've got to go away to Leeds tomorrow, who just beat Chelsea at their own place as well. Yeah. So they're on fire now. They're on form. Again, what am I looking forward to as a Liverpool fan? Yeah, nothing right now. Nothing. And I don't like feeling this way. I feel down and depressed. I feel like shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm with Jamie, actually.
I feel really down right now.
Doing Liverpool content is becoming like a chore at this point.
I need my manager. I need something to happen in this football. I need a spark. You drop Salah, doesn't work. You bring Salah back in, doesn't work. Virgil gets away with everything. And those dog shit. People are player picking now as well. Everyone's player picking. Everyone picks. It does my head in. Now we're going, it's the set pieces coach's fault because we're crap at set pieces. It's Van Bronckhorst's fault because Van Bronckhorst is at the football club. I'm like, you do know who's in charge. Like, he's the manager.
Jamie, people always look for these types of issues. I remember when it was, I think it was Klopp's last season or the season before that, when we didn't really do so well. People were talking about us not having a club doctor and making up all kinds of weird narratives. That's just what people do. So people will find a thing that they think may be causing it, whatever it may, and it may be Slot, and it may have been the team doctor, but we don't really know any of this stuff. We're kind of just guessing, right?
No, but Rak, the thing is, right, is even regardless if people are saying Van Bronckhorst was having his effect on the team.
Bro, what's this Van Bronckhorst? Triggered now. You know when I'm triggered.
I understand Slot. If you want to say,
I don't even know. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to say Slot, I can hear it. But when people start talking about Van Bronckhorst, then I'm just like, where are you getting this from?
Like, even when me and Rax did content with each other and spoke about Pep Linders, it's because Jurgen Klopp came out publicly and said that we are like slowly transitioning Pep Linders into this role. And why is people saying Ornstein Bomber?
I'm just having a look now. This is nothing.
Let me land.
Right, hang on. Semenyo is ready for a winter-summer transfer from Bournemouth. Says the Ghana boss, apparently speaking to the World Cup draw. Head coach told The Athletic, with all respect to Bournemouth, surely it's a natural next step for him. That's the bomber.
That's not enough. That's not a bomber. That's literally not a bomber.
You want to know what my mind first went into? My first mind went into literally Slot sacked. I swear to God, I don't know why.
By the way, I will say something about like what Rax just brought up there as well. I was one of the people when it weren't going right under Klopp that I wanted Klopp gone as well. I had arguments on the Sam's channel about this, so I keep it quiet. I always look at the manager and manager only. I don't look at excuses anywhere around it. Right? I just look at the person who's in charge. It's like when Pep Linders was apparently running Liverpool for 2 years. Yeah, we all hated it, but that didn't need to happen. So I blamed the man in charge for letting it happen. I always go to the main source. I don't look at things around it. For me, if there's an issue at a football club, it's the main source you look at, because you can't sack 20 players. There's no point. A manager's never going to get rid of all his staff in the middle.
Yeah,
of the
but my
season.
point is, Jamie, like it was public information that Pep Linders had more power, so at least we had a reason. We have no reason to speak about Van Bronckhorst.
No, but again, before everyone,
I'm getting triggered again. Thank you for the super chat, Michael. If I have to watch us pass the ball around the opposition box for 8 minutes, I'm going to lose my mind. Michael, you are going to watch us pass the ball around the opposition box and our box and the midfield. It's like a shit orchestra. Like
we're all four playing, no penetration.
You want to know who had the most touches in the game? Virgil van Dijk. Who had the most passes in the game? Virgil van Dijk. Who had the second most passes? Ibrahim Konate. Who had the third most touches? Ibrahim Konate. What the fuck are we doing here? It was that first half was dreadful. Second half we attempted shit going forward, but it was shit too. It's just not working. The way that we play, it's just not working. And I feel like they don't play for him anymore. Honestly,
Virgil's definitely not. If
you want to remove tactics, I think mentally they're done. By the way,
yeah, they are.
The Arab content creators are saying Van Dijk purposely handballed against.
I'm
Eindhoven.
telling you, it looks
Yeah.
like it is. I've never seen Virgil.
No,
I've never.
no,
Do you know
no player
Virgil
would
just
do
looks
that.
like an? Do you know Virgil just looks like an average centre back now?
Big
How
up,
crazy
man.
that is. Average
Yeah.
centre-back.
He looks sad.
He just doesn't look the same. He doesn't look the same. And before everyone started pointing their guns to my head when I made the statement, and you didn't let me finish, regardless if whether it's true or not true, it still goes back to the manager. The manager is the captain of the ship. He controls what's going in and out, what message is sent to the players, what tactics there are. He is the guy that's in control. And I said they kept the same thing when it was with Klopp. If it is the case that Linders has a lot more power, but bro, you're the manager. You're meant to be the captain of the ship. You're meant to be the guy that brings everything together. You're not meant to like let anyone else do. You can't have two captains. You have to only have one captain, and then you got your team. That's the same thing. And if you're telling me that Van Bronckhorst has had a bigger effect, which some people are claiming to happen, still on the manager. But regardless,
Who brought him in? Who brought him in?
I had this conversation with Emeka privately, and I was like, I used to blame Slot 80%. I now blame him like 99%. I swear.
I want to say 99%.
I'm taking it to the next level. I'm fully focused on Baldy now. You know, that first half yesterday, brother, was so boring. People in the chat, the best part of the first half was the giveaway. When they all spammed something in the chat, like, oh, someone won something, yay. Because it was definitely not the football game that we were watching, because we're actually dog shit, you guys. I swear, we're actually shit. Like, legit. We are so shit to the level where when we conceded a goal against Sunderland, I'm not like banging my table and going like, fuck, we conceded. I'm just like, oh, we conceded again.
There you go.
Like, it's just like, here we go again.
It's like getting turned down by every single beautiful woman you speak to. Do you know what I mean? You just get used to it after a while.
That's how it feels, man.
No, not really. This is a lot worse now. Now
you're getting turned down by the uglies as well.
Yeah,
That's
the mid ones are now starting to turn you down. That's a bit like,
It's a good end, Robbie.
yeah, it's not good, bro. It's not good.
I need them gone, man. I swear I need them gone. Today earlier on, you know, I said something, and I come to Emeka and JJ because Callum asked me today. He's like, "What do you think of Glasner?" I'm like, you know, this is sort of like relationships and dating. When you get to a certain level where you're very desperate, you're like, who cares if she doesn't have teeth? It's okay. Like, it's just, if she doesn't have teeth, that's fine. You can use that as a positive. You can look at
At least you won't bite it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So I promise you all, yeah. Let's say I'm gonna speak for all of you. Let's say all of us say no to Glasner. Tomorrow, if Liverpool are 3-0 down at 90 minutes, you would say yes to like fucking Marco Silva, bro. You'd say yes to anyone.
No,
Yes,
bro.
you
You can't.
would. Yes,
I
you
would no. No.
We're at desperation stage.
I don't think Glasner.
No, this is where you don't be desperate. You can't be desperate.
I think Liverpool need a coach that plays three at the back. So whoever's that, give me that.
Some people think the opposite.
Husam, this is the part where if you end up saying Glasner, I'll be slapping in the head, being like, "Bro, wake up, bruv! Stop lowering your standards. Stop it."
And what's your standard, Ram?
I have Glasner every day of the week right now.
Slot is your standard.
Bruv, you know my position on the manager, bro. We're not doing
So I'm saying, so what's your standard? That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. So what's the standard? What is it?
Someone who actually fits the way that we want to play.
But we don't even know how we want to play. So who's the guy? No one can tell me.
No.
It can be anyone. I don't mind Marco Silva. I don't care. Just get me a guy that's got an idea and an identity. And Glasner has that. It's not. We're not. Do you not understand what stage 4 cancer is? It's done. It's over. It's hospice, guys.
That's mad.
I said my retainer out. But it's the hospice, guys.
Yeah, and you think Oliver Glasner is the guy that will help cure this cancer?
100%.
Why not? The thing is, right. Well, I don't think we can be picky right now, yeah, because we employed Arne Slot, who was a nobody to begin with, and he won the league in his first year, right? So Can we really be picky right now? We are
But it's
dog
true to an
turd.
extent, because on paper, Slot is a downgrade to Klopp on paper.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of managers. Who are
Yeah.
Strictly on paper, Rax, that's not crazy. Strictly on paper, he's a.
No, but
Husam, how many managers in the world?
That's the thing. There was only at the time there was only really one manager who was on the same level as Klopp, really, right, or higher than Klopp, which was Guardiola. I think anybody would have said anybody would have been downgrade.
Okay, I give Rax a scenario. Rax loves a hypothetical, so I give you a hypothetical. So let's say Glasner comes in tomorrow. Are you ruling out 100% the possibility of Liverpool winning the Champions League?
But I don't think we can rule out 100% the possibility of any. That's an argument which I can't rule that possibility out if Slot stays as the manager.
Win the Champions League
100%.
Okay, answer here. I changed the question. Are we more likely to win the Champions League with Slot or Glasner?
I imagine if Glasner came in, we'd go to 3 at the back somehow. We'd recruit a centre back. I can see that as a possibility. He has won in Europe, so I guess that's a positive as well. But he's also taking up a team mid-season. I don't know. I haven't watched enough of Glasner.
The fact you're thinking about it
as well.
But I'm trying to. If you're going to ask me a question, I'm going to try and answer that question. I'm going to give it some kind of credence, right? You don't just want to say, "Oh, no, I make a rash in one way." I haven't thought about the possibility of Glasner.
You don't know how YouTube works. You're meant to be erratic. That's the way.
I'd rather we wait until the start. I'd rather we get an interim than get Glasner, in my opinion.
All right, cool.
If the market ain't good right now, then that don't mean
Who's your interim?
Okay, cool. So going back to my question then, Ram, who is the guy that you say is not lowering your standards? Are you going to go and tell me Enrique? Is that what you think Liverpool? So who?
I'd rather have what's his name, Nagelsmann over Glasner.
That's not how mid-season. You're talking about the summer, right?
I'd rather have an interim than go and get Glasner.
Go and get Glasner.
So hold on.
Season.
I'd rather have if we're gonna get Glasner, I'd rather have Nagelsmann. I'd rather wait and have Nagelsmann than have Glasner.
I think why Nagelsmann over Glasner?
Because one thing we haven't known that Glasner. We don't know if Glasner has been good to manage a team in the top leagues, because we've seen managers who are able to provide a style for lesser teams, but when it comes to the big teams and the pressure, it hasn't worked out. The only big team he's arguably managed is Frankfurt, and Frankfurt are no disrespect to Frankfurt, they are not a big team.
Didn't Vinny Company go from Burnley to Bayern Munich?
The point is, we can all pick out examples. We can always pick out managers. One way or the other, big club to small club to big club, some successful, some. If we want to cherry pick, we can all cherry pick, right? What we need to have is actually a proper discussion about the merits of who we want to get in.
Yeah, but that what my point is, right? I'm looking at it from Liverpool's perspective. What's Liverpool's biggest problem? They haven't got a style, right? And defensively, they're shocking, right? Mm-hmm. So for me, just get a manager that has a style that can implement it over the next 3 or 4 years, right? And that can make Liverpool a bit more solid, because that's what they need. That's what they're going to need. When the Virgil van Dijk goes, when an Alisson goes, you are going to need someone that tactically is set up, whether it's from a possession standpoint and they keep the ball and don't allow you to have it, or whether it means being very, very defensively resolute. You are going to need that, because you are going to lose, arguably, the two most important pillars of Liverpool, which is Alisson and Van Dijk moving forwards. So when I go back and ask why Glasner, it's because Glasner has proved that defensively he can be solid, and he has proven that he can win. When I go and look at other managers, it's the fact that they go and going forward. Have you seen how they attack? Have you seen how Crystal Palace, how quick they transition?
Crystal Palace and Frankfurt do the exact same. That's why I
say. Put it this way, right? In my opinion, right? If Liverpool are solid defensively, Liverpool win games 1-0, draw games 0-0, win games 2-1. Right? At this moment in time, Liverpool are losing games 4-1, 3-0, 3-0, winning games 4-3. That is not sustainable. I'd rather, and this is again, because again, style is subjective. What you enjoy in football, what Husam enjoys in football won't be what I enjoy, right? But what I would want is the team to have a style where we can all, as a collective on the chat, sit there after games and be like, we all understand what's going on. And we know that the players know what's going on and they buy into what's being asked of them, right? I don't want to have this thing where we have a manager and we're sitting there again thinking, yeah, it's not working, you know, what are we trying to do defensively? Because Nagelsmann, he's very similar to Klopp in terms of like the style. It's not too far away in terms of when you listen to their principles. It's all the same thing. We want to keep possession. We want to do this. We want to do that. We want to go and hit you on the transition. And I'm not saying he won't be great. He could come in and be outstanding. I'm not opposed to Nagelsmann. What I'm saying is I'm not opposed to Glasner. Likewise, I'm not opposed to the Zerbi. I'm not opposed to Marco Silva because I think Liverpool are that down bad. I think that's how bad the Liverpool situation is. I don't think we're in a position where we can be picky about what girl we're choosing in a nightclub. Unfortunately, we get what we're given. Do you know what I mean? You take what you're given. It's the scraps at the end of the nightclub, as Jamie said. And
with the quality of players, would you say the exact same thing? Because of the quality of players that we got, I wouldn't say we're at the bottom of the barrel. You get what I mean?
No, I don't think we are. But at the end of the day, I've seen United teams have pure quality and be crap. I've seen Chelsea players sign pure quality and be crap. Quality doesn't mean anything
for a season.
No, I've seen it for a season. No, I've seen it for 2 seasons. I've seen it for 3 seasons. And what I've seen is when, for example, in Chelsea's situation, a manager comes in and they buy into the manager. And then when it doesn't work, they change the manager straight away, right? When you go and look at United and what United have tried to do with all their signings from Di Maria to Falcao to Memphis Depay to Cristiano Ronaldo to this player to that player, they've tried to go and spend money. You looked at their players, Pogba, you looked at their players and were like, they've got players, right? And look, where did that take them? Talent on the pitch at that top level isn't enough. But that's the scenario we're in. We're in a scenario now where we've got the best players. We spent the most money we ever have. And a manager that just won the league can't get a tune.
Behind the scenes at Man United, the club was rotten to the core. Like, even United fans will tell you, the club was rotten to the core.
How does a club become rotten?
Neglect.
Yeah. So
if you listen to what the likes of Terry, the likes of KJ, even to an extent Saeed have talked about, they've talked about how rotten the club is to the core, how the owners have neglected it for quite a while, that the standards of like even the basics like training has dropped to the floor. And
100%. I agree.
Light years behind the likes of City, Liverpool.
Oh yeah, their training complex and all of that. But how does the rot start? How does the rot start? Because when Alex Ferguson left, the rot
mismanaged.
I think exactly.
It was a different story though, right? Because Fergie was the be all and end all at the club. When he left, when he left,
everything left.
50% of the organisation of the club was expected, and he left along with David Gill. So, I mean, obviously, we don't know because Richard Hughes new in the job or has been there for a couple of years. Everyone was critical of him in the first season. Then they celebrated him in the summer, and now they're critical of him. So actually, we don't really know how good he is. So I think that's fair. Michael Edwards was lauded by me especially, but then at the same time, he's in a different role. Richard Hughes. Yeah. He brought in Richard Hughes. He's got a different role. I mean, I think there is. I think it's fair to be confused.
Club as well.
Sorry.
So,
like Michael Edwards' role also involves basically finding a different club.
Yeah, it's football. It's not just the transfers. Yeah. For me, just to summarize, what my biggest worry is, right, is that the longer this goes on, right, the more the rot starts to set. Because what starts to happen is that players start to not enjoy what's going on the pitch. You start to hear stuff like Daniel Sturridge saying to you, again, and you'll be very close to the players, makes me sad to see Mo Salah not happy right now after what he's done. We're talking about Virgil van Dijk now saying that, do you know what I mean? He's not good. This player's not good. That player's not good. All of a sudden, right, that rot starts to set in. The fan base start to be affected by it. All of a sudden, you don't get Champions League, right? Sam's spoken about it. If we do not get Champions League this season, we are finished. PSR is coming for our necks. in the next couple of years, because they're going to want to go and see the amount of money we're bringing in. We're reliant on Champions League money, right? With the amount we spent, and it will affect our ability to go and recruit when we need to recruit, because we are still sitting here after spending 450 million saying that we still need to sign players. We need a DM, we need a right back, we need this, we need that. So for me, that's a big worry, and you need to address the situation before it gets worse. Now look, they're in a better position than me. I'm not going to say I know more than FSG, but at the same time, I'm looking at it from a fan perspective, thinking if you let this go on too long, it might be curtains. It might be too late. And at that point, it won't be Glasner we're looking at. Do you know what I mean? It will be other managers, and boy.
I personally think Liverpool still want Xavi Alonso, and they're waiting to see that Real Madrid situation that's going on there. He was always their number one choice. Always their number one choice. So I think they're waiting to see what happens at Real Madrid. If Alonso becomes available, that's when Slot gets the sack, in my opinion. I think that's what they're waiting for. You know, I think Glasner is one they would probably like. I think Daniel Surridge said it as well, that Liverpool look like their team that should play free at the back. Because if you actually look at a lot of the players we have in our team and a lot of the summer transfers that we got, they come from sides that play free at the back systems. All right, that's what a lot of, look at Wirtz, one of our most expensive signings, played mostly in a free in the back system and he's at his best. Frimpong, free in the back system, You look, we was after Mark Gay in the summer. What does he play in? A free in the back system. I just feel like I'm not saying that's what we should go and play or anything like that. I just feel like Slot's not attempting to change anything at the club right now when his job is on the line. And that's a worry for me of a manager who has given up. Because he's not literally trying anything new, like nothing new. And usually when a manager knows their job's on the line, they want to keep their job. They try something new. They try and build a bit of confidence back into the club and do things that go against their principles just to bring some feel-good factor back so they can keep their job. For me, at the moment, Slot looks like he's given up as well, because he's not attempting anything right now.
Question to you, Jamie,
Yeah.
On the free at the back, I know Emma wants to go. Yeah, but just on the free at the back thing, because I don't want to go off topic, but yeah, Emma, you can go after. Why do you think Liverpool signed these players if they're suited to a free at the back, and majority of people are in agreement that Liverpool didn't want to play with a free at the back and they didn't get Amorim because of that reason? Why then sign players that are suited to a three at the back? Because I agree with you, Frimpong, Kirkes, the two strikers, the number 10, Gahey, I agree with you. But we don't. But we've never played like that. The manager's never played like that. So why buy those players?
That's a weird one. I feel like Richard Hughes, and this is where I don't blame Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards or anything. I do blame the manager, because Richard Hughes probably believes in Arne Slot a lot. When they first went and got him in, they really bigged him up, and they really thought he was the guy for the next few years. They thought his level of coaching was up there. So in the summer window, Slot made it apparent that he wanted to be more creative next season, get more creative players in, more technical creative players in, and be more attack-minded. I feel like the Richard Hughes got him players of quality to go, I've brought you these quality players down that will fit your ideal of being more attack-minded with more creativity, maybe, and a bit more pace in Frimpong and stuff like that, where you can play multiple roles. We believe in your coaching ability to make this team now better in line with what you feel. And what it's shown so far is that Slot doesn't know how to play these players. Like Slot, no one can tell me Slot knows how to get the best out of Wirtz so far.
No, he doesn't.
Doesn't know how to get the best out of Isaac. Did anyone watch Isaac thinking the best way to get the best out of Isaac is play 27 passes side to side at the back before you give him the ball? Or is it you got to play direct football up to him because he wants the ball quickly to get into space? I think this is where it's all gone wrong. It's Slot's coaching. I believe Liverpool are the worst coach side in the Premier League right now. I honestly do. I even look at Burnley, and Burnley have got a system and a setup. They lose every week like Liverpool do, but at least Burnley look like they have a system and setup. I might be talking mad here, right? But I can see what Burnley are trying to do. I think Liverpool are the worst coached team in the Premier League right now, even worse than Man United.
Yeah.
Because with Man United with Almerin, at least I can see what he's trying to do, if that makes sense.
So I personally, so obviously I'm in agreement that Slot, his time's up. But I also think that more eyes should be on our back office, the Hughes, the Edwards, because I think we do have really good players, but even if a new manager comes in now, there's gaps in profiles of the team that the next manager is going to have to deal with as well, right? I think we're all in agreement that a lot of our buildup in the past has come down that right side with Trent linking up with Salah, etc. And now with him gone there, who's like, do we have a passer in our back 4/back 6 with our 2 pivots? Gravenberch can't pass. Maka, like, he doesn't have the like Maka's best settled play when teams are sitting off of us. He has time and space. But if a team's going to go man to man on us, he doesn't really have that physicality to turn, face forward, and play the ball forward. So that's a gap. Kirkes, not a great passer. VVD's can pass, but when he's the only one in the back 6 that can pass, it's very easy for opposition teams to stifle him, basically mark him out of the game, and force the other 5 players to have to progress the ball for us. So I don't know. Yes, a part of that you can say is on Slot to figure out how to make it work with those players, but there's clear gaps in the team that if those aren't fixed, we're going to see those problems with a new manager as well. Like, we have to get players in that back line that can play the ball forward to the Wirtz, to the Isaks, etc. Like, I don't think that's there in our team right now. So while I'm with everybody on Slot being out, I think more eyes need to go to Hughes and Edwards again. And Edwards is a guy that, Husam is someone I've praised like to the high heavens. Like, I hold him in the highest regard. But questions have to be asked now. Like, why did we get a Frimpong? Because if you guys are hearing, like, the rumors now is that we're back in the market for a right back. So I think they might have clocked that they overestimated the quality of Bradley. Frimpong clearly might not work in a back 4. So now the rumor is that we're back out there looking for a right back. So I think that's going to be them admitting a mistake. Kirkes, I think he's slowly starting. Like, Kirkes, I was never a big fan of, but I want to see him. I want to see what he looks like if he's playing with a winger that will actually pass him the ball. It's hard for me to truly judge him when he's, number one, inverting most of the time. And second of all, when he's going down the line, Gakpo doesn't pass him the ball. So I want to wait on that one. But Konate obviously has always been a question mark. Like, I don't think that's something new. Like, he's always kind of been up and down, good and bad. Virgil's at a later stage in his career. So I know everyone thinks I go at Salah, but I've said the same things about VVD. Like, they're legends of our club, but they're 34 and 35 for life after these guys. There's a certain level. Like, if we take it in, VVD, I feel like we should expect him to start wearing down. He plays 90 minutes for us. He goes to his national team. He plays 90 minutes for them. Like, when does this 34, 35-year-old player get a rest? It's not sustainable. And for us to plan the team in that way, where we let Gehi not get over the line, where people are talking about Konate, Gehi could have been coming in and giving Virgil a rest as well. Just like we need someone to be giving Salah a rest. Like, the way this team has been planned doesn't make any sense to me. So
do we think?
Other than Jerry James, why didn't we say any of this in the summer though?
There's nothing. Look, I'm going to say it right now. I don't think there's an issue with the summer window. Teams have holes in it, yeah, right? A lot of the time, Jurgen Klopp's teams have plenty of holes in it, yeah. But do you know why you didn't recognise it? Quality coaching. That's what it is, yeah. If you've got quality coaching, right, you hide a lot of your weaknesses in your team. Our coaching right now is on such a low level, right? We're seeing all the weaknesses of our side. If the coaching was up to a high level, I don't think we'd be sitting here worrying about the weaknesses of some of the parts of our team. As I said, I remember
last season.
I disagree.
Last season, we were all eulogising about Slot's coaching. We had Trent coming out here saying that he's finally been taught on a different level tactically. Like,
yeah, that was last year. It's not this year, is it?
I know.
There's a difference. Last year I was 43. This year I'm 44. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter what happened the year before, man.
No.
Jamie's
but
100% right. I think the way that Slot coached last season was different. The reason why I had that question for Emeka is I remember in the summer we all called Jerry miserable bastard because he's the only one talking about DM and stuff like this and midfielders and blah blah blah. But the rest of us were all celebrating the transfer window. Now, my logic is the following.
I still do, man.
I don't have a problem with our summer at all. I just think we're just utilizing the players in a negative fashion, to be honest with you. Like, do I think a more, and this agrees as well with Jamie's point, do I think a more capable manager wins with these players as currently constructed? Yes. I will not.
No, but I think we do win with those players. But I think the biggest problem is the fact that in order for some players to work, others will not. Right? So, and I said it at the time, if Wirtz comes in and then you sign Isak, you are telling one of the three of Isak, Wirtz and Salah, right? And Gakpo as well, because he's been playing. Two or three of you guys are going to be the side pieces in this team. And we're going to go and play through these guys because you cannot get, every top player to be performing at an excellent level. It doesn't work like that, even with the Galacticos. You have to make a conscious decision. The reason why Bobby and Mane worked, and the reason why that front three worked, is because you had a Bobby that didn't mind getting 10 goals a season because he wanted to supplement the other two. And then you had a midfield, right, that were very solid and knew what they wanted to do and were very respective of the fact that we're not here to get numbers. I'm not here to get assists. I'm not here to get goals. I'm here to do my job for the benefit of the team. Right, so when you have players like that, it enables others to thrive. Now, when you go and put in Isak, Ekitike, Wirtz, Salah, this, and you're Gravenberch, and you're trying to put all these guys into a team, that is very, very difficult to do. So, yes, we do have the players to go and win games, 100%. But Slot had to make a decision. Okay, you are playing, and that you are the guy that's playing, and we are still playing towards Salah, or we're still playing towards Wirtz. However you wanted to go and work it. But the problem he didn't, because at the beginning what you had is you had Wirtz playing in the games at the beginning in the number 10. He's coming into pockets because he's been told, I am the center of attention, right? I'm the guy, I'm the creative force. He's getting the ball or he's not getting it or he's losing it. It doesn't work. And then you can see in games, okay, cool, let's just start feeding it into Salah now because it's not working and we're just going to go back to what we did. And ultimately...
The thing is, though, I accept what you're saying about Salah, but part of the thing that we said about this summer as well was it was a summer where, yes, we're recruiting for now, but more importantly, we're looking to a future post Salah. So actually, and I think I said at the time that I thought actually this season would be Salah's last season. I could see.
We said that. You did.
That he could go next summer. And at that point, you're obviously losing a player who everybody unequivocally pretty much said they wanted to stay after the season he had last season. So it potentially would have made sense for everybody for him to leave next season. For us financially, maybe we look to bring someone. People were talking about maybe Elise and all this kind of stuff. So it is a problem for them all to be playing. But I think maybe it's a problem they thought they could deal with for one season. Because after one season, the Salah would be gone. Maybe we'll be looking at a different structure, different style of play. Maybe
of course, exactly. And it's always hindsight with these things. But the best teams always know when to move a player on, and that doesn't take away again what Salah did. But when in the summer I was talking about, you know what, maybe it's the right time to go because although we all again thought that Salah would be decent, we didn't think it'd be this bad. We all expected a drop off, all of us. I remember Husam saying, look. Now he's 100%. Even if we got a 50% Salah, he'd still score you 15 goals in the league, 12 goals, and he'd still be a normal winger, right? But what I'm saying is when you go and look at the other teams that did it, when you go and look at United in the past, and you go and look at certain teams that we're moving you on now, and you're like, why have you moved him on? Why has he gone? That's why he's gone. And it's time.
Caveat though, the reason, and I said this from the start, why I said I always expected this to be Salah's last season, and also why I never expected us not to sign him, is because most players get moved on because at 34 your resale value is 0, right? So for us to give you a big contract makes no sense. I always said Edwards, there's no way he's going to let Salah go for free when there's pretty much a guaranteed 50 to 100 million bag waiting for him from Salah, from Saudi, it would make no sense for us to let him go for free. So even if it meant a year of pain in terms of he's going to be below his level, it's going to hurt the team, I just feel like it would have never made sense to let Salah go last season.
But I mean, we say that, right? We say that, but let's if we work it out. So he got a bumper deal on a 2-year deal that Liverpool would still have to go and pay out. So the amount of money that you are spending, remember the argument was keep Salah on, don't sell him now, because if you sell him now, right, you might as well you're gonna have to spend money to reinvest to go and replace Salah. So you're better off keeping that money and whatever it is, 20 million, 30 million, and spending that on Salah's wages, right? But what I'm saying is that, and again, we're not privy to it. I'm just a fan like you guys, right? But the guys that are at the top, and it could have been the same thing could be applied for Virgil van Dijk and Alisson, by the way, right? They have to make the right decision at the right time. When is the right time to go and get a player? Because you think of it right now, and it seems to me, and again, looking at hindsight, that we signed up Virgil van Dijk and Salah because we were in a situation where arguably our top 5 best players were all in the final year of our contract. And from an optical standpoint, it doesn't look good when all 3 of them go and leave on a free, right? Yeah. So you try to go and, again, Michael Edwards is definitely looking at Trent and thinking Trent's the most important to sign up, but they couldn't sign him up. The reason why, to your point, sell on value, the fact he's a Scouser, the fact that he's the long-term future of the club at that time, because he's 26 years old, right, last season. So you're thinking 4 or 5 years of Trent is more important to Liverpool Football Club than a year of Salah and Virgil van Dijk. Right, but optically it doesn't look good. Optically, getting rid of those 2 players and then attracting players makes it difficult. So of course you have to go and keep them. But now, just looking back on things, we're looking and speaking of Virgil van Dijk looks normal. Salah's legs have gone. Why are we asking Salah to be a man? Why are we asking him to do this? That's fine, right? But then it goes back to the manager. If you can see that there's an issue there, you have to have the guts to be like, you know what, Virgil van Dijk, you're on the bench. And we're going and playing Gomez and whoever. And this is what we're going to go and run, because that shows to me that you have the character to be a Liverpool manager, because it's a tough decision to make, right? Yeah. But to Rax's point, what we're doing now is that we're just waiting for this manifest.
To do that, and we still suck. Explain it to me.
No. We still suck. 100% we still suck. But when you go and look at when you look at the crux of the issue with regards to the manager, right? When we speak about him losing the team, losing the players, the fact that he's not making changes, it all comes together. He made the change against Frankfurt, right? And then what did he do? He reverted back to type. He went and made a tactical change against Real Madrid, and then you revert back to type the next game, right? So my point is that choice, of course, in isolation, it doesn't matter now who plays. It's, again, I said it's stage 4. It doesn't matter. We can play Rio, we can play Trey. It doesn't matter at this point now. I was talking about this early on. Exactly. I was talking about that early on. I was talking about that with Brentford game. I said, listen, it's getting dark in the Brentford game. But at this moment in time, you look at it and you're like, you know what? That manager then didn't show he had the personality to go and make the big decisions. So if he had made the big decision and had dropped them, heck, Salah might have been on the bench for 3-4 games. It would have motivated him, and we might have a better Salah right now. But we don't. He could have done the same with Virgil van Dijk, but we didn't. He could have done the same thing with McAllister, but he didn't. He could have done the same thing with Gakpo, but he didn't. And what he's allowed is to manifest in these standards of where it's okay to play poor because your position's not in trouble. No one's going to really bother you. Rio's not going to take your place. Jones isn't really going to take your place, Maka. Virgil van Dijk, you're always going to play. Mamadashvili, doesn't matter how well you play, doesn't matter how well you play Chiesa, your position is never in trouble. It means that there's no competition for places. So you become lax, you become comfortable. Virgil van Dijk can put up a 1 out of 10 performance next week. I guarantee you he plays the next game. Who else is playing?
Yeah. But that's also on the board in terms of who we brought in, because we didn't actually add players, we replaced players, right, this past summer. So there's no the only person. And your point is actually spot on in something I've said before, because the only person, our best player this season is Zobo, someone that a lot of the fan base got on last year. And the competition came and his level went up, right? It's just natural, right? It's natural. So, and me and Husam were talking off air about Gravenberch, and I think that's one of the main reasons that we're seeing. He can't. At 22, 23 years old, there's no way he should have a penciled in spot in the 11 for a team like Liverpool. He needs to have someone there that he's looking over his shoulder and making sure that his performances stay at a certain level. Unless you're at a Salah or a VVD level, you really should never be in a team like Liverpool with zero competition. That all over the pitch. Gakpo, Gravenberch, Maka. You can basically say Konate because he essentially refuses to play Gomez. So as you said, JJ, that is the crux of the problem. Like the standards are allowed to drop all over the pitch, and that's because the manager is not willing to make those tough decisions. And in terms of, you brought up Salah and whether we'd have to bench him or bench VVD, I think if you look back to when Mane's leg started to fall off, before we got in Diaz, Klopp made that decision to move him slightly more centrally, right? Because it's like, it's clear he's older now. He can't beat his man. Like, there's no point in doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And that's what we're doing right now with Salah, which is why I'm the one that gets the most frustrated, because it's like, I don't hate this player, but I don't like watching him on that wing anymore where he can't get past his man. He can't be the best version of himself. We need to put him as close to the net as possible, have someone else be on that right side to do that defensive work, and then we can see the best versions of his game at 34 years old. But why I'm Slot out is because he refuses to make those decisions. So you want to make one right decision, which is to say, okay, Salah, you on this right wing right now is hurting us defensively. I'm going to take you out. But then I'm going to put Zobo over there to play right wing, so now we don't get the best out of Zobo. So we might look better defensively, but offensively now we look worse. When it's like Chiesa's there on the bench waiting to play, you refuse to play him. Gakpo, then Salah wants to come on the pitch now, and instead of adding in, let's say, Chiesa at that moment, you're taking off Gakpo. He could have took off Gakpo, put Chiesa there. If he still wanted to put in Salah, sure, put Salah in for Maka, I would say. Put fucking Zobo into the double pivot. But it's like certain players are just penciled in to play with this manager to the point where it's like, I can't defend it anymore. So I'm at that point, the same as you guys. It's like, I can't defend this. I don't want to go in on the players because you're asking Salah to do something that I don't expect him to be able to do.
Welcome, Emeka. Welcome, Habibi. Welcome.
I've got to say,
the only thing I disagree with you, Emeka. Sorry, I just want to say one thing. The only thing I disagree with Emeka on is, and this is the thing, we've come full circle now. Welcome to the agreement panel chat. Like and subscribe, because everyone now points at the head of the snake. We might disagree on the color of the snake, on the venom of the snake, on the teeth of the snake, the way it moves, where it hides, where it lives. But we all agree that the head of the snake and the biggest issue is that bald man who's in charge for numerous different decisions. Now, for me personally, Emeka, the only thing that I disagree with you on is just recruitment. Jerry had that opinion in the summer, and he's maintained that opinion throughout. So, like, I completely hear his perspective in terms of like ball playing, DM, creativity. We wanted Zubimendi, etc., etc. He brought that up before. Mm-hmm. But me personally, as Husam, I looked at this summer that we had, and I thought we had a fantastic 10 out of 10 summer, and I think it's the best summer of our lifetime in terms of signing players. And at the time, forget now what we think of those players. At the time, people were calling it the greatest Premier League transfer window of all time. It went. I swear, it went to the level where we were. No, but we look. I went.
I think the best summer since the Real Madrid Galactico summer where they.
No, but it sounds comical now, Rak.
Now it does. But anyway, I still think to this very second, I believe if I can get someone in this football club that can be able to execute a system that gets the best out of these players, I think they will all look good. And let's remove Mo from the equation. I did this earlier on in Kopash. Let's remove Mo from the equation so people aren't emotional, including myself or Emeka the other way. So let's remove Mo from the equation. Maka and Gravenberch first, and this is why Jerry's right about the stages. First, watch this. Yeah, that's how bad shit's been. Yeah, a month ago, all of us were like,
"No, it's the stages of grief." It was the stages of grief.
Oh, it's the stages of grief.
No, it's now. It's way past that now. It's forget.
Yeah, now it's like
now you just accept the fact that Slot's a bitch, basically. Sorry, Mike, but anyway. So let me just. A month ago, the discussions were McAllister is so shit. It's time to drop him. We have to drop McAllister out the starting 11. He's holding us back. And now you watch Gravenberg and you're like, fuck, even Gravenberg look like shit. When is it going to end, Robbie? When? Because it's like no one... I'm at the
Husam,
stage now...
do you know when it's going to end? Do you know when it's going to end?
He has mentally fucked the entirety of the team up. Mentally. Pure.
Do you know what...
Forget all X's and O, forget tactic, forget system, forget everything from a football. Fuck the tactics. Purely mental preparation element
is in the mud.
He ruined the team from a mental preparation element.
Sam,
I spoke about
they don't
how
run.
you are in a team sport. Your manager's job is not just to go like, hey, Jerry, you're going to be center back. Ram, you're going to be goalkeeper. Jamie, you're going to be striker. And khalas, yalla, let's go. That's not how this works. You have to mentally prepare them. You have to have mental preparation. You have to hold players accountable for shit performance. You have to keep players in the team for good performances. I think the way that he's handled the Rio situation has been fucked. The way that he's handled Chiesa has been fucked. The way that he's handled Salah has been fucked. Virgil has been fucked. McAllister, something like... He hasn't really... Even Szoboszlai, guys. Like, Szoboszlai has been our best fucking player this season. And even our best player, number 10, left wing. Right wing.
But guess what, Sam?
Yeah,
when it will end...
The only place he hasn't put Szoboszlai is left back and centre back.
The only time it will end, when you're going back to your point, I need to shoot off, so it'll be my last thing, is it'll be when Szoboszlai becomes shit. When Szoboszlai becomes shit.
No, but it's starting to happen, Jay.
Listen,
I know
it started to happen already because you're in the game. Watch the next game. You're going to look at it and be like, oh my God, we have Szoboszlai from 2 seasons ago. Watch. And Husam will just be there in the chair. He'll lean back and he'll listen, and I'm predicting. He'll lean back in the chair. He'll do this and he'll put his hands on his head doing a watch along and be like, we are cooked. Because you'll see Szoboszlai and be like, it's finished. As I said, and I said it to Sam off.
Jerry, I'm going to snitch, by the way. Rax is still not slot out, just so you know.
He already knows
Oh,
this.
okay. Yeah, I know he's not. You kind of said it.
Rax has to expect a message tomorrow.
But guess what? There has to be collateral. I'm going to send you a DM, but there has to be collateral damage. Some people have to die for everyone else to be saved. So that's fine. And as I said, this manager for everyone in the chat and on the panel, he's going to lead the team and the fan base to Jahannam.
What?
This is
He's going to lead us
in the Islamic faith.
It's hell in Arabic.
I know, but I was like, what?
Yeah. Oh, you don't even know where Jerry's at now. Jerry's using Arabic words and she's talking about khalas. It's finished.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, yo,
Wallahi, listen. I grew up with a lot of Muslims, but yeah, listen.
At some point, he's going to use the S word now. If you know, you know.
Listen, we all thought.
I'm not saying it, bro. You know. If you know, you know. I'll send it to you. I won't say it on your stream, bro. As out of respect.
But write it in the private chat. There's no need to be dramatic, so we can all read it.
Yeah,
What's the S word?
Yeah, what's that?
I don't even know what he's talking about. But yeah, again, we all fought in the summer. It was Jannah. We all fought. Yeah. Anyway, big up, people. Have a good weekend. Yeah, catch you guys tomorrow.
Sorry, I'm waiting for that.
T minus 90 minutes, right? Oh. I'm gonna get your number. T minus 90 minutes. Big up.
What is it gonna end, Bobby? The T. That's crazy. Let me just grab these two supers. Big up to Joe, who says slot is E grade. Heitinga ran the team, not slot. He used another morons responsible for this. Johnny Heitinga is not there now. So guys, there you have it. We won the league last season because of Johnny Heitinga, and we're losing it this season because of Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. So Arne Slot is a mannequin. He's just sat there like, oh, put this jacket on me. I have nothing to do with this. Like, he's not involved in any decision making. Or like, he's just sat there, right? Brother, you know, Joe, thank you for the $8 Australian. We appreciate everyone who supports the channel. But I want you to put the fries in the bag and the burger in the bag and the milkshake in the bag and throw the bag away and burn it in the trash, because this is a mad opinion. It has nothing to do with a fucking assistant. It has nothing to do with a fucking assistant, because Jurgen Klopp came out and said we're transitioning it to motherfucker lenders, which is why we had therapy sessions and book clubs. It's not the same with Van Bronckhorst. It's not. Baldy's controlling of everything. You want to know something? I don't even see Baldy 90% of the time. 90% of the time is that guy with the blue eyes he's speaking to randomly. He grabs the fucking ugly ass tablet and he's like, fuck off. Fuck your tablet as well.
With the Klopp and Pep stuff, with the Klopp and Linda stuff, I honestly believe Klopp thought he was going to hand down the reins to Linda's after he left and he was going to carry it on. I think that was the succession plan. And obviously it didn't go that way, but I believe that's what they were trying to do.
Succession plan. We have no plan right now. Best summer since Madrid 09, vertical Kaká. By the way, that's the shit that we were saying, and rightfully so.
It was a great summer. It's just poorly.
That's why we're sad when we speak about like recruitment and shit, bro. I like our recruitment. I think we're just shit.
But we can't say it was great though. We went into the season with 2 center backs. We can't say it was great. Like,
Well,
we can't say it was.
Three.
We had 4 centre backs going into the summer.
Van
It's
Dijk,
just-
Konate, Gomez, Leone.
We have 4.
Leone.
Yeah, we have 4. And we
Leone
did try.
before
And
England.
the fact of the matter is, Liverpool were identifying centre backs all summer. They got Leone in. They were trying to get Gay in all summer. So they obviously was identifying them positions, but they're identifying certain talent. They won't go out and just get any old talent. We know that. So they're the players they wanted, and they trying to go for them. Mark Gay will probably end up being, who knows, be a Liverpool player maybe, but yeah, that's who they went for. So that would have gave us 5 centre backs. So
Yeah.
they were acknowledging the fact that we needed centre backs. So that at least that can be true there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to quickly say something about Salah a minute. It needs to be said.
You want to say something about Salah? That's going to be the next. I'll start with you
Okay.
right now. Next
All right.
question. Just last one. No teeth, no pain. Wink, wink. AMT, this is the second stream you've said this. I think you're speaking from personal experience because I see Singaporean dollars. I lived in Malaysia for a year and a half. I know exactly what happens in Singapore, brother.
Damn, bro,
You get me?
can't-
Someone's been to Geylang. I know
What?
what you're talking
What?
about.
Do they have
Oh,
a
I
lot
know.
You
of
can't- you
gum
can't
jobs?
predict
A lot of gum jobs.
Yeah, this whole no teeth thing. This is the same. No, let me address this guy. Yeah? This is the second stream. You've sent 2 Singaporean dollars with the same exact message. This cannot be a coincidence. Coincidence once, fair enough. Twice, AMT? What have you been doing in the mean streets of Geylang, huh? You cannot fool me, brother. Cannot fool me.
Sam,
Anyway,
Apparently
you
they
literally
say
mentioned about a girl not having teeth. That's why he sent it, bro. It could
brother,
be just
it was just an exaggerated example
yeah,
of
it's sort of
standard.
and he's responding
was
to
like-
it.
No, I don't want Glasner, but 4-0 down away at Leeds. Am I going to take Glasner? You damn
Apparently-
right I would.
Yeah,
apparently
but
the-
no, but he's responding to that, bro. That's what
yeah.
he's.
No, but this is the second time he said.
He
no,
said
it's
it
better
second
not to
time
do
then.
anything.
apparently
Anyway,
apparently
let's
the
start the people in the
suction's
building.
tighter, ain't it? So-
I want to talk about the Salah thing and the players thing and all this, like just general conversation about the players. We can make it about Mo, Virgil, just players in general, transfers, whatever the fuck you guys want. We'll start off with Jamie. But guys, we got 600 people locked in. We're not even at 200 likes yet. You actually have worse than Slot. You get me conversion rate, which I wouldn't have if I were you. So please like the video. Subscribe. Many say free Ks and all that. I pray for Baldy to free my man. Someone's lying slave for a big plate all over the pitch. I thank me so. Oh wait, guys. Someone hasn't played left back and centre back yet. There's another 2 more
No,
positions.
he played centre back for 1.5.
He hasn't played striker
left-sided
as well.
centre-back.
When did he play centre back?
A few games ago, he played left-sided centre back.
Did he? I don't know.
Yeah.
fuck.
When we made all the substitutions, it was about 20 minutes left in the game, something like that.
Oh, Man United.
Yeah, he played left-sided.
Only place left is left back, and he's completed 11. He's done the SBC.
Not striker. He
Big
hasn't
up
played
to you.
striker, has he?
He's played
Big up
false
to you,
nine, I
Kate,
think.
Thank you. Go ahead, Jamie. You wanted to say something about the players?
Yeah, so look, with Salah, probably the 2 biggest Salah fans on this panel, are probably me and Sam. But I have to say this. A lot of people are saying what's happened to Mo, yeah, and saying he can't take his fullback on anymore and stuff like that. I have seen this season when Mo has taken on his fullback a few times, to be perfectly honest. And I never hear anyone come out and say, oh, look, Mo's taking on his fullback. It's always like Mo can't take on his fullback. I believe he does. He's never been that winger, though. This is the thing. I don't want to do this revision thing, but Mo's never been that winger. He's never been that, Ryan Giggs kind of winger when they just dribble on the wide areas, take men on and stuff like that. He's a goal scorer. He's basically a number 9 that plays right wing. So his dribbling has always been a bit suspect sometimes. You know, we've watched him many times. I've watched Salah in his absolute pomp, yeah, where balls are ricocheting off his right shin, but he still somehow controls it at full pace and stuff like that. Sometimes it's never been that pleasing on the eye. But what's pleasing on the eye, he gets 30 goals a season, and that's all I care about, end products, man. I don't care about what you do in between. End products all that matters to me. And Mo's still like that today. If you look at last season, Mo got the numbers he got because him and Slot came up with a plan and idea where he said, I don't want to go back. You know, I feel like this season, I just feel it, that if I stay up top more, I will get you the numbers and use my best ability, you know, closer to goal. Not so wide, get me closer to goal in that inside channel, and I'll get you the numbers. So they use Szoboszlai as his runner. This year, we've got no runner for him. Like, who does his running? Like, no one. So now we play 27 side-to-side passes at the back, and then by the time we get to Mo, he's got 4 players around him. And we ask him to take the whole team on to find a cross or a pass. I don't think Mo has changed that much from last season to this season, apart from the coaching and the players around him.
No, I disagree. James.
I really don't. I really don't. I've seen. Is Mo in bad form? Yeah, he's still in bad form. I'm not saying he's like top form like he was last season. His form is still off a bit. There's no doubt about that. But the personnel around him and the way we play this season isn't helping Mo. The best of Mo Salah is always when you get the ball quickly to him. The best of Alexander Isak is when you play direct up to him. The best that you got out of Cody Gakpo is when you play quick up to him. You know, these players want space. They want, you know, they want the room to play in. If you play really slowly, these guys are not going to be that good because they're not that kind of player, are they? Where they can get the ball and take players on for fun and stuff like that. It's never been their game. They're goal-scoring wide men. So goal-scoring wide men need space to run into. So it means you've got to play quicker, get the ball into them fast. Mo is older, so his legs will slow down a little bit. There's no doubt about that. He's not going to have the same kind of athleticism and speed in his legs and his muscles as he did at 27, at 33. That's natural for all of us in life. Do you know what I mean? So that's obviously a natural thing for him. But I honestly don't think this team at the moment use Salah at their best. He plays far too wide for my liking. He has no fullback that goes under him or around him. We got no one in between. Like if you watch us defensively set up when we lose the ball, there is no one in between Mo and the fullback in that space. No one. So Mo's got to do the running back to cover that space. He hasn't got the legs to do that anymore.
As well. I know
He hasn't got the legs to do that anymore. And I don't want him to do that anymore. He wants a 33, 34-year-old winger doing that constantly when his best skill set is being creative and a goal scorer. So, yes, Mo's fallen off a little bit this season, but I don't think it's all just him. I do think it's the way we play, the personnel around him, and the setup around him as well.
This is the moment you're talking about when he got past the player and there was no one there.
There's no one there. Look, there's no one in picture, man. No one backing him up. So
and then he gets past even more, and then this happens.
And last season, you'd obviously have Trent close to him, and you'd have Szoboszlai close to him. Yeah, so you'd have a nice triangle there. I'm
not wearing the Leeds shirt, Alex. This is the Spain shirt.
So he hasn't got that. He hasn't got that around him this season. And one more thing I quickly want to say before everyone else can jump on and talk about other players. I just want to talk because I keep hearing this a lot last few days. I think it's because we're so bad about the players we've sold, the Tyler Mortons, the Harvey Elliots, you know,
Diaz,
Nunes, and all that soldier. One thing I'll say about Slot don't care about youngsters. Doesn't give a shit, right? Harvey Elliott barely played last season. Everyone's talking about Tyler Morton lighting it up in France. Slot don't care. He won't go and play him. So would these players actually help us right now? Would I like a Tyler Morton to come into our midfield and Harvey Elliott right now? Yeah, because they give us fresh legs, but younger legs, younger mindset, give us a bit more energy in that midfield. The fact of the matter is Slot never wanted to play them, and that's why Richard Hughes sold them. Otherwise, you're just wasting talent for no reason, so they moved them on. So all this revisionary about...
What the fuck would Tyler Morton have done anyway?
Yeah, but this is the revisionary we're hearing now because people are lighting it up at other teams and stuff like that. Manchester didn't want to play him, and they're trading only.
say we're missing Nunes, and he ain't even like the top goal scorer of his own club in the fucking Saudi league.
I know. It's
No,
crazy,
man,
isn't
it is. You ain't even your own club's top goal scorer in that fucking.
No, it's crazy. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to say about the players of Mo Salah. So
Again, once again, it's just people will look at last season, they'll look at the Malays this season, and then they'll just think of reasons, and they may have a point to some degree, but none of these things we know. Like you said, I remember when we had that bad season against Club, people were talking about us not having a club doctor, and half of them didn't even know what a club doctor does. They just say we haven't got a club doctor, and that's the reason why the bloody 15 players or 20 players of the squad or whatever it is. Yeah, and I'm just like, people just they backwards rationalize stuff, and they have no idea whether it's true or not. It just sounds reasonable. That's all it is, and it doesn't. Anything can sound reasonable. You can make anything sound plausible to some extent.
Yeah. And I just to speak on Jamie's point, because I see the chat lighting up now because I said I disagree. But the part I disagree with is when I say Salah's out of form, it has to do less with the stuff that are dependent on the system. I'm talking about in front of goal, not when there's 4 or 5 people around him. I'm talking about goal scoring opportunities. We all know he's a goal scorer first. Opportunities where he can make an impact in the game where he's not doing it. He's not hitting the target. And I don't have to go over all the examples. There's multiple examples of clear like goal scoring opportunities where you would expect Salah to score 8 or 9 times out of 10 where he's not even hitting the target. And when I say he's out of form, that's more so what I'm speaking about. And I've given him the out, as Husam knows. Like I've said, I think the Jota situation affected him more than anybody else. Have I said that, Husam? Have I not said that consistently?
Yes.
I have said that. So I said, listen, I think that's affected him more than anybody else because the body language doesn't look like Salah to me. That's irrespective of system. That's irrespective of people around him. It's just he doesn't look like the same guy to me.
Is that on the manager?
No, I think that's on him. He's a self-motivated guy. If you listen to stories about him and Klopp, they didn't have a great relationship. They weren't like they didn't really get along. Like he is a guy that is self-motivated. He's motivated to get his numbers, get his records, which is why I think he's going to want to play in the second half of the season because he's so close to a lot of records. And he wants to do those this year before he potentially leaves. That's what motivates Salah to me. So when I'm seeing him missing wide open shots and missing easy passes, I'm just like and with no reaction, as if he doesn't care, as if it's like it doesn't mean anything to him. That's not the Salah that I know personally. So
but
it has nothing to do with the manager, me personally.
Emeka, you say that one of the best things about a top man manager is that when things are going bad, he knows how to make sure the heads don't drop or the levels don't drop within the player's mentality. Can't you argue that for this situation, because at every opportunity where he's tried to bring him back in, tried to force him to play through this bad form, wouldn't it have been better to just not play him for a little bit, build up that hunger, being like, I know you're the quality of player, I know you have the mentality to come back and do much better. Can't you say that's a top manager can get that back in a player like that?
So I agree, but that's what I've been coming on this channel and saying for a while, right? Because if you look, when he came on for those 45 minutes, he was running, he was pressing, he looked like he was lively, right? He looked like a fire was lit under his ass. I don't think he had some great 45 minutes, but it did look better than the Salah we've been seeing the last month or so, right? And which is why I started on this stream today by saying I'm with Husam, where I'm like, yo, I do blame the manager now because you're not making any of the right decisions. You know what I mean? Like Chiesa comes, and that's the player I wanted to talk about for my portion. But it's like we talk about us as a team losing our identity and our spirit. And I think like that is exhibit A of why that is the case. Like Husam, you mentioned like Liverpool, like the core of our identity is fight, playing for the badge, pressing, just that energy. The one player in our team that's exhibiting that night in, night out when he plays, the manager's not putting him in. Like,
The one that saved Slot's job. with
Saved
that
his ass,
tackle.
yeah.
He basically spoke around it today in his interview. Did you see it when they mentioned
he spoke
Chiesa?
around it. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to be this guy. And I think the most embarrassing thing for him is the fact that most games by like the 30, 40-minute mark, the one song our fans are singing is for the guy that's sitting on the bench that you don't want to play.
That's
So
the first thing first thing the crowd sang when he came on was his
always
song.
what they sing. That's always what they sing. And it was making me cringe early in the season because I'm like, we should be singing for the players that are on the pitch. But at this point, I feel like the fans at the ground are trying to make a statement. Like, we want to see this player in the game. Like, you can't, and that's why I don't respect Slot anymore, because you're ripping out the spirit of this team. Like, a player like that sitting on the bench, a player that's actually this, like, all of us as fans just want to see our team go out there and run.
But let's not also.
And by the
forget
way,
this-
just quickly, big up to Rax because he's got to leave now. Big up, guys. He's got.
Oh,
Oh, as the
don't have
crypto,
fun with
as the
it.
crypto market just opened. Is that what it is?
Yeah. He's got to. No, there's another reason. He's got to help a friend with moving a couch, guys. So he's gonna go. He's gonna
moving,
go help
moving it out.
couch. Anyway, appreciate you,
All right.
Rax, as always.
No
Is there
problem.
a
Peace,
hint
guys.
that you're
Speak to you
for
soon.
moving
Best
this
of luck for
out?
tomorrow. I think we're going to need it, but yeah, speak to you guys soon.
Pray for
Thanks,
us.
best of luck tomorrow. Like you don't support
Yeah.
Liverpool anymore.
Let me just say this. Yeah, you're saying Slot is a tactical genius, and here on the tactics now, and we suck. Yes, that's literally what I'm saying. I fully believe that last season he was a tactical genius. I fully believe last season that he knew what he was doing, and now we're at the stage where he's. You wanna know what
It
happened?
happens, man. All managers.
You don't know
go
what
through
happened. I don't know what happens. Let me tell you exactly what happened. I make a mean instant noodles. Like I'm talking.
How can you make mean instant noodles?
can't
No,
make-
I'm
it's-
talking
it's
like I
called
will turn
instant
that
noodles.
instant. No, hear me out. That instant noodles, I'll turn it gourmet. I'll make it some of the best you've had in your. I'm talking 10 out of 10. Like my mom requests me to make it sometimes for her and dad. That's how amazing it tastes, right? If you gave me lobster right now, I promise you I'll make it taste horrible because I don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
The problem, I feel like, you know, the issue is Slot being given that league title has got to his head.
Yeah.
And now he won the league with the team, and now he's like, oh, let me be like this innovating genius that invents new tactics. Habibi, we just want to go back to back.
He thought
Just
it was
wanna go
easy.
back
I think
league
he thought the league was easy.
Do the
That's
same
what it is.
shit that we did last. You want to know something? You could do the same fucking shit we did last season simply by playing Wirtz in the false nine and Isak on the left. If you want to get to specifics, if you want to get down to the, you know, to the nitty gritty of things, you could have played Ekitike false nine and Isak on the left and ran back the same motherfucker from last year. There are so many different solutions where we could have ran back the same exact thing last season. I want to ask you all a question. Just it's a rhetorical one. Do you recall Robertson or Tsimikas inverting at all last season or underlapping at all last season, or do you recall them doing this down the left hand side?
No, they
Which is-
no inverting, man. No inverting.
The inverting was like not even like 20% of what it currently is at.
Only if
There
we
was a
lose
moment,
the ball.
and Emeka will know because he was in the chat at the time. There was a moment in I think it was the Forest game, but I just stopped the watch along. I'm like, guys, this is everything that's wrong with Liverpool Football Club. Gakpo and Salah were here, and Kirkes, I think it was, and fucking who played right back? Curtis Jones were here,
Curtis Jones, yeah.
and I'm like,
No, Sobo, sorry.
whoever it was, yeah. I'm like, this is everything wrong with Liverpool Football Club right now. Because you wanna know what Arne Slot is indirectly saying. Slot is indirectly saying, I want Curtis Jones and Kirkes closer to goal than Mo and Gakpo.
Yeah, it's mad, ain't it? It's mad.
Do you deep it? Just deep the statement I just said. Deep
Mad.
how fucking insane.
But that's
like,
total Dutch football, though. That's the thing.
And
That's what they do. Your wide players are your wide players are your wide players, and they invert their fullbacks into midfield, and you dominate the the opposition half of the pitch. That's what they do. That's the
No,
way.
but total football is also, if you have like world class wingers, you keep, and they're good at scoring goals, you keep them closer to
Yeah,
the
but
goal.
they do stay out wide because they like to make the pitch as wide as they can for your creative midfielders to get involved in the middle of the pitch. That's what he wants to do. Like,
He's a bozo.
I say this as well. I love Chiesa to bits. Yeah, he's a great guy, but he's also a bitch. And this is why I call him a bitch, man. Your dad don't love you, right? You had every chance of letting that ball go in
his dad does love him.
and getting your manager sacked, right? Your dad don't love you, yeah? He doesn't pick you. He doesn't want you. You ran the whole of the pitch to save his job. And your reward for doing that is him to drop you the following week and never play you again. Yeah?
But
he should have let it go in, man. He should have let it go in. We'll all celebrate him because we get rid of him.
But he's not his dad, bro. I know it's a different analogy. Your wife don't love you,
Chiesa, man.
But
I love Chiesa.
It's for the kids, bro. It's for the kids.
It's never going to play.
He only stopped that goal. It's for the fans. He didn't want to. He didn't want the fans to go back. And
the fans don't care. A 1-1 draw and a 2-1 loss is the same thing, man. If fans are clapping off a good draw against Sunderland, that's more of an issue than Chiesa. I'm going to tell you right now. That's more of an issue. If people say, "Oh, thank God for that draw, we didn't lose to Sunderland at home," you're the issue.
No, but I get what you're saying, but I think now, like, I feel like after that moment, that was like almost like a first unanimous thing. Even like I'm seeing from like journalists now being like, "Why are you not playing this guy?" Like everyone's
he won't play. This is what I'm saying. He won't play.
Jamie, he's crazy. Like going forward, there's going to be a microscope on Chiesa's minutes because it doesn't make it now. It officially does not make sense if you don't play this guy. Like he's everything that your team is crying out for. There's clearly an agenda, and that's something I put on the Liverpool reporters. They're way too nice. Like I was seeing this highlight of like these the Man United reporters going at it with Amarim. I don't know if you guys saw that. But they're asking him hard-hitting, direct questions like, yo, the shit you're saying is not making sense. Slot will just waffle and go back and forth. And they're like, oh, yeah, okay, next question. Like, bro, someone needs to call out some of this shit that he's saying because it's not making any sense. I agree with us. At the start of the season, you said, oh, yeah, Chiesa can't play because Salah's there. He's competing with Salah, and Salah's our best player. Like,
but Salah got dropped. He didn't play.
Then Salah gets dropped and you don't play him. So it's like someone has to call out this shit, and like our reporters are just too soft to do it. It's annoying me now.
Our top channels also have the same exact softness, brother.
Yeah, one of them deleted their video, by the way, because they got fucking abused on it. Look,
I don't want to create beef with anyone. Jamie knows there's the new Husam.
I'll create it for you, man.
I'm just saying, like, it's just.
Imagine Jamie's gonna be the one that gets you in trouble.
Some of these fans are pussies, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. They love getting abused. They love it. They love the pain.
Forget me and Jamie because we're just like we're Liverpool content, blah blah blah. Have you ever seen Craig get an exclusive?
No.
Craig is the second biggest Liverpool channel. Why has he never gotten a call from the club to do an exclusive with Arne Slot?
Exactly. He calls them out, man.
Makes you think. This
is the thing. And look, the Chiesa stuff, everyone getting on me at the chat. I hear you. I love Chiesa. I was sort of playing a bit of just having a joke there because he put all that effort in to save the manager because he's doing it for the manager as well.
He's Italian, bro. He's in his DNA. He has to.
I don't care what nationality he is, but you know, he done it for the love of the club, the players, and obviously he's doing it for the manager as well. And I hear that. I'm just tongue-in-cheek saying, because people take it, I say very seriously, it's tongue-in-cheek, people, that he did all that, and then against Leeds, he probably won't start. When he should.
Hell yeah, he ain't going to start.
What is Cody Gakpo doing right now?
Forget probably. He's definitely not going to start.
What is Cody Gakpo doing right now? And another thing against Sunderland, right? In the Sunderland game, this is what really peed me off. And really, if you're not slot out now, I don't know what you got to be, yeah? We played scared against Sunderland at home at Anfield.
Yeah.
Did you see how far we dropped back? Cody Gakpo was next to Robbo at left back. We didn't press. We were gutless. We were scared of Sunderland at home. And that is now inbred into us by this manager. And I still see fans going, that was a good draw, that. Good draw. So, yeah.
I just want
We weren't even at the Stadium of Light as well.
not fall too far behind the top before this guy leaves. I just wanted him to keep us like 6 or 7 behind top, and it's like each game that we keep.
That's the thing, Emeka. If we were 5-6 points behind Arsenal, people would be still fuming, but they're like, "Oh, we're there and thereabouts."
We're 9 or 11.
We're literally like, bro, we're in the top 4 race. That's just the reality.
That's the thing. Arsenal's probably going to drop points tomorrow. Like if we just beat Sunderland, beat Leeds, it's like we can get this.
No, Emeka. No.
By the way,
it's too late now. It's too late now.
Yeah, it's too late.
By the way, Mo Salah is our joint top goal scorer. Because we're talking about people scoring goals. Our two top goal scorers in the Premier League are Cody Gakpo and Mo Salah.
Yeah.
The audacity of Slot to say a few times this season about Chiesa making an impact is disgusting, especially after Chiesa literally saved his job. Is this what you guys are referring to, like him going around and stuff?
Yeah. They asked him a direct question: is Chiesa basically in your plans? Is he going to play? What you do with him? And he basically went round the whole question, like our formation is a bagel. That's the way he answered it. Yeah, he went round the whole. He went round the question.
The politician's answer. Yeah. Well, I'll ask you guys a question. Yeah. Because it was actually a well-known fact that Chiesa was on FSG's list way before Slot was the manager.
Yeah,
yes, Euros time.
Yeah.
Do you think because he's for what Slot's thinking? Do you think because he was part of the old regime of signing players that he's just like that's the old thing. We're moving past that.
Brother, my thing is like at some point in time, you're gonna have to give someone that shows you that they're willing to fight and kill for this club a chance. I am with Emeka. Fuck attributes, fuck all this. Just give the guy a chance. Me and Emeka have had private conversations. We are roasting each other a little bit, but in the end we came around to agree today. If you wanted to drop Mo so bad, why not just play Chiesa right wing? You want someone who tracks back and shit, right? Great. Chiesa tracks back. So what the fuck are you doing playing a midfielder right wing? Weakening our midfield because he's our best midfielder too.
Sam, you ain't heard the best yet. Did you hear who he said should play right wing when he's fit?
Frimpong, right?
Yeah.
No
so
way.
Frimpong is above Chiesa in a right wing scenario.
So we're not playing a win.
That's everything wrong with Baldy's management and his man management.
Yeah,
Such a refreshing panel. Hoping to spread my birthday cheer with you. Big up, guys. Big
Oh,
up.
happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
man.
this shy boy.
Big up, man.
Please
Happy
do wish him a
birthday.
happy birthday.
Happy
You get me?
birthday.
Happy birthday, everyone. Please wish him a happy birthday. Thanks so much.
Also, Husam, quickly, because we spoke about this privately as well. I saw someone post a comment about Salah being the top, and this isn't even a Salah agenda. This is just generally me, where he's the top 3 chance creator. I think we're number 1 in the league for chances created. Can someone explain to me this stat? Because I don't see us creating chances like that. How are we?
There's chances created.
I'll tell you this whole thing about XG. Please, everyone, wish him a happy birthday. We don't have the Kopish drop the beat. Okay, you want me to drop the beat? This is the one that we used to do for drop the beat, just to.
Rap ruler, you can ask Buddha. Right jab like Sav Judah. Every member on my team is a shooter. Night like a room, no room for him shooter.
Happy birthday, shy boy. Now, the thing about like this whole XG thing, yeah. Let me tell you exactly what happens. So, in terms of chances created, Mo passing the ball to someone and someone shooting is a chance created.
Yeah.
And what Mo does from corners, because he does have good corners, also considered a chance created because he put it on our player's head, basically. So it's considered a chance created. Let me tell you how Liverpool's XG builds up. Liverpool's XG builds up through small XGs.
Yeah,
Meaning,
yeah.
cross that was cleared by the defender, cross that almost hit the Liverpool player, cross that was played into the correct area, pass that was played into an area where the player ran into it. So there is like 0.07 XG on it because he might have shot it in a way where it landed. And like, it's small increments of things that goes up. Because you tell me right now, name the clear-cut chances we created against Sunderland.
No.
I can recall.
They counted the Wirtz one as a clear-cut chance, I think. That's why
Okay,
it's so high.
The one in the first half where
The ricochet.
The ricochet. Okay, I can claim that's a clear-cut chance. Other than that,
But even
They
I
will have
wouldn't.
no-
I wouldn't count that though, bro. It was a ricochet. It's a ricochet. It wasn't. We
But
didn't create
regardless, I'm saying
anything.
he was in front of goal. The rest
Yeah.
of the game, which really clear cut, like even Mo at least took risk, right? Cross cleared by the defender, blah blah blah. Like these things they build, and you've got the set. You want to know something? Let's check. How much did you actually have set piece XG? Let me check right now. Let's just go. Let's just actually
Wouldn't be
check
high
the
because
legitimate
I
number
think they
behind
won
it because
a couple of them. It
I
wouldn't be
actually
that
can't.
high.
I would assume Sunderland even had higher XG, but let's check it regardless. So Liverpool had 1.45 XG. 0.34 of that was from set play. Yeah, okay, so there you go. Ram is right. The XG in the first half was the chance of the okay, let me give see what I said about increments, yeah? Watch this.
Yeah.
First half, yeah? First half. Let me tell you exactly right now. First half. Let me go first half. The Szoboszlai shot from far was 0.01 XG. The Isak shot that skied was 0.01 XG. The Wirtz chance that you guys spoke about was 0.53 XG.
Yeah.
Wow.
Another 0.04 Isak. Okay, wait, that's a bit Sunderland. 0.02 Gakpo, where it was blocked by the defender. 0.02 Szoboszlai, where it was blocked. 0.02 Isak, where it was blocked. 0.05 McAllister, that was deflected by the defender. That's our XG in the first half. Let me just go through our XG in the second half quickly, just so we can actually establish where the fuck is all this XG coming from. Yeah, wait. So that's Enzo Lefebvre. Gomez's shot that was wide is 0.05. Salah's shot that was blocked was 0.02. Szoboszlai's wide shot was 0.03. Wirtz's shot from far was 0.01 blocked. 0.02 McAllister wide shot. 0.06 Wirtz blocked shot. 0.10 Wirtz's blocked shot. The one that Chiesa saved was 0.64 Mukiele. Was it Mukiele running on goal? No, actually, wait, that's not the one. Wait.
No, Isidore. Isidore?
0.06 Szoboszlai, 0.07 Chiesa, 0.05 Jones, 0.10 Van Dijk the header, 0.03 Salah deflected shot, 0.04 Gravenberg deflected shot, Konate's header 0.02. Here you go. This is the one. Remember the one that Chiesa saved?
Yeah.
Isidore, 0.18 XG to Sunderland.
How?
The XG shot at the end was 0.08. So you see, this is the thing now. Because we take shots at such a high volume, all this 0.08 plus 0.02, it just adds up at the end. But if you tell me clear-cut chance, other than the Wirtz one, I recall none.
Which is why I hate these stats, because then Slot goes in the press conference and he uses this. We're winning on XG. All of
Do
our
you know it's even worse? Do you know it's even worse? I saw a stat on Sky Sports last week that only Chelsea apparently progressed the ball through midfield more in Liverpool.
Sorry, say that again.
There was a stat on Sky Sports the other day. They were doing a thing on Sky Sports the other day, and the only team that progresses the ball through midfield more than Liverpool is Chelsea. So when Slot sees all this, and this is why Slot keeps coming out every week and going, "What we're doing is working.
Yeah.
We're just unlucky." And it's like, no, it's not working.
Well, you want to know what progressing the ball is? McAllister passing it 2 yards forward. Is
Exactly. But
Like
Slot goes by the
statistically.
stats. He goes by the stats. And the stats show what Slot is saying. The stats show that he's right. This is the problem. Right? But the thing is, though,
I'm so glad Emeka asked that question because
we've all got
it actually
eyes,
gives
though.
us clarity.
Yeah.
It gives us clarity. I bet you right now, if we went back to all these games, it'd be the same shit, by the way.
Same shit, bro.
Give me a game where like we had high XG. I don't know. Give me one example. Like one we lost.
Frankfurt.
Eindhoven.
Well, Frankfurt, we actually did create a lot.
Let me check Eindhoven XG and let me check.
Cool.
Our XG against Eindhoven was 2.5. What the fuck?
Yeah, but how much was PSV's?
2.17?
And they won 4-1. There you go.
Our XG against Forest was 1.93. Where the fuck is all this XG coming from?
Liverpool create a lot of goal scoring opportunities, just that we're shit.
No, we don't, Jamie. That's the point. This is all deflected shots and shit. And blocked shots.
But we get the ball in the opposition box quite a lot, to be fair. our system's just not set up to win second balls, so we don't put the ball in the back of the net. Like, how many second balls do Liverpool actually win this season? We hardly win a second ball, do we? Because we're not set up to win second balls. So when balls are bouncing in around the box from a shot or a cross in, they get cleared easily. Yeah, they get cleared easily.
XG is garbage, man.
And remember, you got to think of Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo shoots every single time he's got the ball.
So that builds up XG.
And most of these shots are at players and not the goal. Do you know what I mean?
The only attacking stat genuinely I care about is
the score.
Shot.
Yeah,
well, but in terms of measuring how
big chances created.
Yeah, actually, big chances created, shots on target. Like, how many times did you actually hit the target?
The only stat in football that matters is the result.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, what's this? I'm so glad that you guys said this question. Once again, Forest. So we had more XG than Forest, right?
Which we should do, by the way. Which we should do.
Yeah, big. No, but watch this. Yeah, I'm so glad you brought up the big chances thing. You know how many big chances Liverpool had in that game? One. Forest 2.
Exactly. Big chances count more than XG.
Yeah, because big chances is the bigger deal.
Yeah.
Big chances we had against Eindhoven. We had 4. They had 5.
Yeah. It's like having one-on-ones and stuff like that. That's more of the.
Yeah. So those are the ones that are like, oh shit.
XG can be anything. Let's face it.
Yeah, XG is trash, man.
So Szoboszlai basically shoots in the second minute against Sunderland at home from 30 yards, and it's 0.04.
Yeah, and then they combined all that.
Just adds up.
And then they
adds
combined
up.
it
There's
the
no
end of the
average.
game.
There's no average. They don't do any averaging. It's just.
It's like I've got a light bulb moment. Like, it's the fucking light bulb guy.
It's
I have
just
light bulb
basic
moment now.
statistics.
I'm like, this is where the numbers are coming from, motherfuckers. All the shots from 40 yards.
If Cody has 15 shots a game, right? If Cody has 15 shots a game and none of them are on target, and they're hitting players, and then Szoboszlai has 4 shots that maybe hit the target but straight at the goalkeeper, that XG might be 1.5. And you're like, where did that come from?
Where did that come from? Yeah,
it makes way more sense. It should be an average. If I take I'm looking at 0.02 shots, my XG should be 0.02.
I'm looking at the average right now per shot. The average per shot is 0.06.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's fucking awful.
Shot. So every shot we take, the average is 0.06.
Those aren't real chances. Like,
no, they're not real chances, Emeka. Of course not. 0.06.
That's what I'm saying. They're not real.
That's a shot from 20 yards from Cody Gakpo when he cuts in. That's what that XG is.
But that's what I was saying, Husam, where it's like, it wasn't even a Salah agenda. I'm just like, yo, what chances did we create where he had the most chances created? I didn't see us creating anything. Like, and now that we went into it, it's like, I get it. It's a pointless stat. Like, it's trash.
There's a player we haven't spoken about yet, a new player. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about the Isaac stuff. Ekitike. Ekitike hasn't scored in 10 games now, I think.
Yep, it's 9 games now without a goal.
He hasn't scored, but I still like what he does when he's playing, if that makes sense.
More than Isak? I think Isak is just waiting for us to play him up.
Yeah.
Like, if
we don't play direct to Isak, do we? That's the problem. Yeah, we don't play direct to him. We don't play to.
You know, Jamie, you're a real football man.
Yeah,
Isak had 15 touches in that game. That's the what, right?
So Mo Salah had more when he came on in the second half.
Yeah.
Okay, but why does Isak have 15 touches? Is more concerning than him having 15 touches.
Husam, that's not the concern though, because if you look at Haaland, it's the same. He doesn't touch the ball a lot, but we don't play him the ball. So
we paid 125 million because he ain't Haaland.
I think it is the difference between Ekitike and Isaac. Ekitike suits the way we want to play more, because I feel like with Ekitike, he can play maybe 2 more positions than just a striker. So he's getting a bit more to his game where he drops deep, picks up the ball. Like Ekitike, like he can pick up the ball on a halfway line, turn and run with it. He's strong at that. That's part of his game. So he suits what we're doing more at the moment to get more touches. Isaac wants to be that predator in front of goal. You see that finish the other day he scored. That's a natural finisher. That's what he wants to do. You know, and when you're playing with Isaac, if you look at Newcastle, when Newcastle got the best of Alexander Isaac, they played direct. It's direct, quick football. You get the best out of him. We're playing 27 passes side to side and then eventually give the ball to Isaac when he's got no space. Isaac had to go out into the left wing the other day just to get hold of the ball and create something himself, which he did.
He cooked that.
Yeah. It's just we're not playing to play strengths. This is the problem. We're not playing to play strengths. We're just not. We got three. If you think about it, when Gakpo plays, Isaac plays, and Salah plays, we're basically playing with three strikers that are all greedy.
Yeah, there's no creation.
So who's creating for anybody? Who's creating for anybody?
None.
Can I just quickly add on top of this, guys? Because I just want to have a look at other teams. Yeah. So I'm looking at Man City with the XG because the XG is quite high, but this is where it is. Their XG per shot is like almost double or triple the amount that we have. That's the crazy bit.
They've also got top goal scorers in the league as well, City.
Yeah.
I think
that's where their chance creation is so high because they not only they create like great chances, but it's very obviously they had the pot shots here and there.
They get tap-ins. When's the last time you've seen us get a tap-in where someone just taps them? We don't get those. We don't create those.
5 years ago.
But look how quick and direct City play right now.
It's quick.
It's not that tick-a-tacker stuff it used to be. They go quick and direct now.
But even when it is, Jamie, when they're
my God, Emeka, everything you're saying about creativity. Guess who has the most big chances created for Liverpool the whole season, Premier League?
Gakpo.
What? Or Gakpo?
Gakpo with 7. Second is Salah with 5. Okay, now watch this. Yeah, this is everything wrong with Liverpool. Guess who's third?
Szoboszlai.
No.
McAllister with 2.
What?
So our jump is 7-5.
McAllister gets in a box, don't he? That's why.
Watch this. And then we got Kerkez, Konate, Robertson, Gravenberg, Szoboszlai, and McAllister all on 2 big chances created in 15 games of football or 13 or however the fuck we played.
And they're all from either set pieces, corners, or...
Yeah.
McAllister does get in the box a lot, to be fair, so he's going to get a lot of...
What about Wirtz?
That's crazy.
Wirtz doesn't even have 2 big chances created the entirety of the Premier League season.
How is his pass to Salah against Chelsea? How would that not be a big chance?
That was in Chelsea.
The one where he spun?
The one he spun and backheeled it.
How's that not a big chance? Salah was
Let me
right.
check actually. Okay.
Because the goal didn't score from it, wasn't it?
Wirtz has 1 big chances created this whole season.
That's probably the
Premier
one.
League. Premier League. Yeah,
They only count him if you score from them as well. They only count.
Guess who has the most
not always.
expected goals and expected... Don't say it, Ram, because you're looking at them. This is everything wrong with Liverpool, yeah? Guess who has the most expected goals plus expected assists per 90 in the whole team?
Combined.
Yes, don't answer, Ram.
Expected goals and assists? Salah, I would still expect.
I'll tell you what,
Jamie?
Virgil from corners has missed a lot where he should have scored.
Expected
The
goals.
player with the highest expected goals plus expected assists in the whole team is Federico Chiesa with 0.85 XG plus XA.
That's
per
because
90.
you've got to go on
The
his
game you're
minutes
talking
played.
about.
You've got to go on
Minutes played, right?
innit?
You're
Yeah,
talking about minutes played,
played.
right?
No, I'm talking about XG plus XA per 90. I'm on FOTMOB right
Per
now.
90.
It's because Chiesa hardly plays, so it's always got to be highest, ain't he?
There you go.
He has an impact every time he comes on. Every time he comes on, he does something.
Yeah, that's an average for Sam. That's always That's
No,
what.
but
That's what.
No, but that's
Chiesa barely plays.
telling you the impact he has every time he comes
Yeah.
in. He basically scores or assists every time he comes in. It's fucked, man.
No, I'm looking. I'm
We need
looking
to-
here.
since we only have 4 attackers that this manager trusts, we need to go to a 2-striker system.
That's why we're buying Semenyo.
Oh, the diamond. The
We
diamond.
need to go diamond. Put Wirtz in the 10. Put Zobo and
Right.
I would say put Jones on the left mid, Zobo right mid, and then put
Curtis Jones has to play week in, week out.
But the fact
That's
that
has to go to the
Well,
bench.
Sam, I was gonna say that the fact that Cody Gakpo is our biggest threat.
It's
I've
because he
al-
shoots all the time. That's why.
That's the great. That's what
He
you
is
know
the
about-
highest on tackles per 90 as well. Hey, Emeka, everything you're asking for right here.
It's there.
Oh, look who's got our most interceptions, and everyone says he's shit.
Ryan. Yeah.
Hey, Bradley's on 1.4. This ain't really like...
Yeah, but
Hey,
right,
big
to
up
be
Connor.
fair, right, Gravenberch plays every week, so
he
you know
does.
My DM's got interceptions like he should do.
Yeah, but how many tackles have we seen Gravenberch duck out of this season?
These stats are so fucking damning, bro.
Every player's
This
basically.
is very sad. This is not good. This is sad. This
He's
is
my sixth.
sad.
Have you heard them stories coming out that players apparently ain't happy that Kirkes took Robbo's spot straight away?
Yeah, I saw that.
You read them
Yeah, I
rumours
saw
coming
that,
out.
yeah.
Kirkes the last few games I actually think's been quite decent when he's actually been played as a left back.
Yeah, he has.
When he's played as a natural left back, he actually looks all right. When you want him to invert and become this kind of creative left back, half breed centre back, he just ain't got a clue. He looks shit. You play him as a natural left back, yeah, he looks all right. Shock, eh? Shock.
You wanna know what's mad, Jamie? You wanna know what's mad? I think if you ended your statement at "you heard the rumor that Liverpool players aren't happy," I would have been like, yes, they aren't happy. Full stop. No need for any more explanation. Let me just grab these. Salah was never technical. Is nonsense. He was scoring all types of goals beforehand. In my opinion, Salah's still the best forward in Premier League history. Yes, Henry's a better dribbler. Sorry,
Yeah, technically.
that's all he's better at. My thing is
I
right now.
don't think I said he weren't.
I
technical.
think, and I think Tom actually said this 3 weeks ago. He was like, "Why don't we just play Mo up top with Isak?"
That's what I was just saying. Two strikers.
Up top.
Two
I like
strikers.
Mo,
See if
would
he
Mo-
sinks or swim. If
would
he can
Mo
do it,
be
then
great if
great.
he's back to goal. I don't know.
But then
He's
if you have a
easy.
two up top, if you have a natural two up top, because I always use
Do you know
defense-
for Egypt he plays right-sided 10 basically?
Yeah, why don't we just play him inside right wing where he's meant to play, where he gets all his goals all the time? Stop messing around.
Loki, Jamie is cooking in terms of 3 at the back. Loki 3 at the back would work. Thank you so much, Ryan. I appreciate you for the super chat. It generally breaks my brain that Slot's the same guy who managed us last season. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills like Will Ferrell and Zuma.
It's just the thing is, yeah, right. We as Liverpool fans can't believe this, yeah, but this has happened to every manager ever. Like elite level managers that are even better than Slot, like miles ahead of Slot in the game. They've had seasons where they win stuff, and for whatever reason, the next season it just goes to shit. It happens, right? And they get sacked and they move on. They get a new guy in. I keep saying this. More elite level managers than Arne Slot have been sacked after winning something the following year. It happens. It's football, but we're holding on for this. He brought us number 20 and all that. You can't. No shit. Get rid. You know, it's just.
I think what you said is correct though. Is the fact that the club don't believe there is anyone in the market that's better. Not us. The club believes that.
Yeah, I think the club want Alonso. And
Yeah, but my problem with that is Slot wasn't better than Klopp on paper.
we
Guess
sacked
what? We
Kenny
won the league.
Dalglish.
But then the argument
Is
is
Arteta better than Unai Emery on paper?
no. But then Husam, the argument is for Klopp, the only manager in the world that was on his level, if not a little bit lower, was Hansi Flick when he left. When Klopp left, that's it.
I don't want Hansi Flick long term, man.
I don't want Hansi Flick at all. Virgil's hamstrings would go within 3 games.
Hansi Flick short term.
Again, no,
for
you're
two
missing the
seasons,
point. You're
long
missing the
term.
point.
No, I'm good.
I'm
man.
just- the overarching point is that at the time that
Hansi
Klopp
Flick,
was-
no tar.
at the time when Klopp was sacked, Hansi Flick at the time was the only manager.
He was the most similar
that-
to Klopp.
that
Yeah, he was the
no,
most
but
similar.
out of everyone who had an established CV, who is also of the level that you can say, you know what, he's a guy that can actually take us to that level. Everyone else was more like there is a little risk with
Ram, did Slot say when he first came to Liverpool that I'm very much like Jurgen, just a little bit different?
That's what,
Can he,
bro.
can he,
that's
sh- can he show me this Jurgen-like stuff that he talks about?
bro, when
Haven't seen it,
bro, when I thought, oh, you know what, this guy has similarities to Jurgen. Hopefully, there's going to be a little bit more measurement to his style. He's just gone forward 180 with that. He's now gone like, oh, total football's the way. Total
He's
football's
got Pep
the way.
Linders. He's Pep Linders. He's doing Pep Linders.
He's nothing like Jurgen, man.
He's nothing like Jurgen, brother. He's nothing. You know, Jurgen Klopp got the best out of every fucking forward at this football club. Like this guy, I think prime Klopp, like Emeka could have played striker and he would have scored goals.
Jurgen
Like,
Klopp
that's
makes-
how amazing our fluid,
Jurgen Klopp made Gini Wijnaldum, who's an attacking midfielder by trade, that's his role.
He was
Made
a
him a 6/8, and it worked.
And mate, he made basic players look good.
Jordan Henderson won Player of the Year.
I'll go one further. He made, at the time when he signed them, Piszczek and Schmelzer, they were so average. People were like, "You're wasting your money on them," and he made them good.
Man.
He made them good.
It's what
Big
I say
up to the
about
owner of
Aston
the Bank of Ghana. Big up. Appreciate you hopping in. The King, Uncle Albert. Absolute legend. You
Big
got
up,
me.
Albert,
Already
man.
threatening
Yeah,
England,
wow.
of course.
Yeah.
You know,
up,
I'm
Albert.
sure the Bank of Ghana, which is you're the Bank of Ghana, will provide so
Is
much
Ghana
money to the
playing
Ghanaian
AFCON?
players.
No, they're
They
not in
beat-
AFCON. No, they didn't qualify.
Shame.
No, Ghana aren't enough.
Shame.
Which is
That's why
worse.
we're trying to get Semenyo in. That's why we're trying.
Yeah. Chalaba on the right back or Soboslai on the right wing. Brother, fuck Chelsea. This
Yeah,
is
why?
Liverpool.
Yeah, allow Chelsea.
Chalaba anywhere on the pitch. He's the worst.
I low key, low key, JJ. I've been thinking about this statement since he left, and I'm like, fuck. What if tomorrow even Soboslai looks like shit? Where do we go from here? Like, it's just...
To be fair, Szoboszlai hasn't looked great in the last 2 games.
But yeah, that's the thing. Sam, remember our match reactions on the terrace? Soboslai has not been looking good, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's tough. We're done.
I legitimately think we're gonna lose tomorrow.
Yalla, Kalas. It's done.
It's
It is done,
khalas.
bro.
Yep, it's done. You are delusional to think Liverpool will make top 4 with Slot. We don't. I think we're not gonna make.
That's why
top
we
4
want him
if
out.
they
That's why we want
We
him
need a
out.
miracle, bro. We need a miracle.
Do you know the
Brother,
bad thing is,
guys,
Liverpool have lost 6 Premier League games yet, and it's not even the end of 2025 yet, and we're only 2 points off 4th.
Yeah.
That is
shows
why
how good this
that-
league is.
Yeah, well, it shows how shit this league is. Isn't it? That is why I don't think the ownership are going to react just yet, because there's only a 2-point gap to 4th place.
So if Arsenal wins the league this year, are they going to say the same thing they said about our league last year, that the league?
No, I
No,
destroyed
no.
those narratives. I'm here
No.
to save you, Emeka. We can disagree in our own spaces, but when it comes to representing Liverpool, brother, in front of rivals, I shit on all these narratives. Bailage was on my channel on Thursday, Arsenal fan. Literally after 5 sentences, I said, he's like, yeah, Liverpool deserved to win the league last season. No one is going to change the narrative on last year.
Yeah, Arsenal
Because if
deserve to
they
win the
change
league.
the narrative on last year, I'm going to abuse their league title this season.
Or-
The only
Not
reason
that-
why you won the league is because City are shit and Liverpool are shit and
And
Chelsea got
Liverpool
red cards.
Chelsea, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
Liverpool have injuries as well, and City have injuries.
Yeah,
Both
Me, so,
teams.
yeah.
Arsenal
Rodri's
deserve
out.
Liverpool
See?
deserved to win the league last year. Arsenal deserved to win the league this year. That don't take it away, right? But we have to be. Last year the league was shit. This year the league is shit. We have to put it in the context. There it doesn't mean the team that won it didn't deserve to win it. Though at the end of the day, because
Or you
they're
think
the
very
most
verse like me? I think the league was amazing last season and amazing this year.
I think
I legit think the quality of the teams in the mid-table is a lot better than it used
so
to be.
high.
before.
oh, I
Yeah,
don't. I
like
don't at all.
Husam, that's what I don't understand about the narrative. Like the fact that so many teams are bunched up there is proof that the league is like so many big teams are all like dropping points. You don't know who's
competitive
gonna
as shit.
win. That's literally the league being good, not the league.
It's not. It's the league's being bad, man. It's competitive because it's shit.
No,
you know,
I just-
right,
competitive
You know
in
when when you watch a like any kind of sports tournament, yeah, and 2 shit players have got to the final, right, of
Yeah.
that tournament, right, and it's always usually a really good match because they're so even because they're shit, right, and everyone go, oh, what a great tournament because it. I think the mid-table teams have stayed here, and the top teams have dropped down to equal it. But because the top teams have got some better players, they're getting more points. I don't think it's gone that way. I really don't, because the top 4 and the top 5 will probably be the same as it is every single year.
I think
At the
also
end
a
of the
good
day.
barometer, though, a good barometer of how good teams are is Europe. How well English clubs in general in Europe do.
Yeah, because pace and power destroys technique. That's why.
But the thing is, this year, English clubs in Europe aren't doing that great. They're not. It compared, like Crystal Palace are struggling in the Conference League. They got beaten by Larnaca the other day. We're obviously not doing great in the Champions League. I think Arsenal and Chelsea are doing decent. I think City are there or thereabouts, but they're not doing amazingly well. Nottingham Forest are again there or thereabouts. Newcastle are in a similar position as us. Like English clubs in Europe aren't doing well. And I feel as though when you look at Europe in general and how English clubs do, I think
Hang
it's
on.
a good barometer.
If it's shit, Jamie, Premier League clubs would not be dominating the Champions League for 2 seasons in a row. When have they dominated the Champions League 2 seasons in a row? Didn't PSG win it?
Guys, I'm
PSG
sorry, I'm
beat
just
three.
looking at
PSG beat three Premier League
I'm
teams.
looking at the stats, and I have a quiz for you guys. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Who do you think ran top 5 distance covered versus PSV Eindhoven at home
So was I.
from a Liverpool player? Top
So
5
was I.
distance covered. Take a guess. Think about it. I'll come back to you. Villa, our top 4 rivals, need an Arsenal win tomorrow.
If Villa win, don't they go 5 points above us if we lose?
Yeah.
Yep.
And they started the season without scoring a goal for 5 games or something.
Yep.
If we lose, if
Certain people
When?
wanted
When?
Emery sacked.
we're going away to Elland Road, brother, we are so gonna get slapped. What's harder, quad or 114
Quad.
points? And which would you rather? Quad. all
Quad.
day.
So
What is
114
harder?
points is winning all 38 games, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes,
Quad
but
is
quad
harder.
is still harder.
It's close though. It's close.
Deep this,
close.
Jamie. We lived it. The
Yeah, we
quadruple
still did
cup
do it.
season. We
Yeah.
lived it. You basically got to win your domestic cups and then win the Champions League, which in itself is difficult, and be near perfect to win a league title.
What's
why I
crazy?
said-
What's crazy though, Husam? I think it actually might be harder to get 114 points.
38 wins out of 38.
I think that actually might be harder to
Well,
actually
it's-
win every single game
To be fair,
because of the fact that you're in 4 competitions. You have to rotate. Like, I think winning 38 games might actually be harder.
It could be harder, however. Which would
Most
you
of it
rather?
might be
Though?
harder. It might actually
Which
be
would you rather, though? There's only one answer for the
Rather-
rather bit.
Yeah, rather quadruple all day.
I've got a massive question for you because I'm reading the chat. Big up the chat, man. About European success for English teams in the last couple of years. So Tottenham won the Europa League, yeah, beat Man United in the final, right? Who had the hardest run of games to win a trophy that year?
Man United.
Newcastle in the League Cup or Tottenham
Oh.
in the Europa League?
Tottenham.
Genuine question.
Sorry, Newcastle. Sorry, Newcastle.
Newcastle in the League
Newcastle
Cup.
beat City, Arsenal, and Liverpool.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
win the League Cup. So who had the hardest knockout run? Newcastle in the League Cup or Tottenham in the Europa League?
Well, I think in Champions
Newcastle.
League, you can't have an easy run. In my opinion, you can never ever have an easy run.
No, Champions League's the
Europa.
hardest.
He's asking about
I'm
Europa.
up Europa League.
Oh yeah, Europa, yeah. But
Yeah, Champions League, man, is just that's why PSG won it last year. Who won it a year before PSG? I
Real
can't remember.
Madrid.
Real Madrid. So for that 2 years of Liverpool, English teams being dominant in Champions League, they didn't win it. Cool.
Usually the team that has the hardest run in the Champions League goes on to win the Champions League. Usually, that's how it works.
Quick point off topic, just because you mentioned Real Madrid, but I saw Trent's out for 2 months now, and I think we might have seen the, like, in terms of the physical peak of Trent. I don't know if he's gonna, because even with us, the last 2 years he started picking up consistent injuries. Same thing now with Real.
Played a lot of football when he was young.
I think it might be down.
Yeah, I think with Trent now, he either
lot of
finds
football.
a way to be like part of a double pivot with someone who's running next to him.
Yes.
Like I'll give you an example. If remove Zubimendi from Arsenal, put Trent next to Rice, it works. But if
Yeah.
you're asking him to do something physically dominant, I think because he's
Can't
ran
run.
so much.
you can't run that. Like,
You got to remember, Trent's not stopped playing football since he was like 18 years of age.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he
It's a
played
long
in
time.
a Klopp system. Like,
What a super chat to end the stream on. Put Slot in a Gambian prison and swallow the key. Anyway, guys, on that note, big up Redline at Teranga. Big up to all of you guys. Tomorrow, I'm not doing the Arsenal game. I'm doing the City Sunderland game because Sunderland are our top 4 rivals, and I'm doing the Liverpool Leeds game. And then we've got the crisis meeting tomorrow at 11. We've got Pops coming on and K-Mac, and whichever one of the fine gentlemen want to join us tomorrow as well. JJ is going to be back.
I'll message you tomorrow, Husam.
Okay, no worries. Ram, you're back as well?
Yeah, I'll be
Okay,
back.
let's go. So Ram's back. We'll see
Hello.
with Jamie and Emeka tomorrow. Or today,
Sorry, it's
whenever
Kalas.
Khalas, finished. It's not sacking video. Regardless, big up to all of you. Make sure guys are liking and subscribing, please. Make sure guys are going to subscribe to all the channels in the description as well. It's very important. Show all the Liverpool content creators love, even the ones who ain't here. Now, big up my guy Max. He's live right now on his 1,000 subscribers celebration video. So I want to go make his day. Please go everyone and congratulate him in his chat and go tell him congratulations on 1K. You get me? We're all there, man. We're all there. I was celebrating 1,000 subscribers as well. It was a great day. Regardless, big up to all of you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, inshallah. And announcement: I've spoken to Ends, and the stream with Ends, Husam X Ends, is going to be this Sunday, inshallah. So tune in. Love you all. See you guys over on Max's channel, Husam Raid. Go tell him congratulations. Peace out.
Big up.